Allô? 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 Hi, guys. Hi. Allô? How's everyone doing? Hi, guys. Hi. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hi, happy Friday. Where's not here? I'm just gonna... Mons. Make Grebbles step on a Lego. Right now. Right now. Good evening, everybody. Hi, welcome to as we are putting in a fireside chat. I don't have a fire, nor am I by a fireside, but I am streaming. We're gonna be chatting today and hanging out. I am very, very mentally exhausted, so I think this is the best course of action for today: to hang out, to chat, to vibe, and to enjoy some company with all of you. You know, I think that is the best course of action, and I'm excited to spend some time with you guys. Yeah. But first, as we have been starting most streams recently because it is significantly easier to see who has said hello yet and who hasn't, guys, if you have not said hello yet and you would like your own personal greeting from me, throw it in chat. Use your favorite hi emote, your favorite wave, your favorite anything to get my attention. I'll try my best to say hello to all of you. We'll start it from the top. Hello, Belmore. Hi, Jordan. What's up, Curious? Hi, Parrish. Yo, Fox Moon. Hi, Narina. Inara. Foxtails. Evie does stuff. Hi, Mace. What's up, Hyde? Oh, is that Zanny's Oshi mark? Oh, is that Cass's Oshi mark too? I haven't spent any time with Cass yet, but they do seem like a great guy. I'd love to get to know them more. Mikaya. Hello. Sakuya Tayo. Grebbles. If you're not causing problems, that is. Aaron the person. Animated Wolf. Book Nerd. The Real Solar Rays. Haze. Cat Mechi or Meki. Nick Ash Wolf. Rosie. Bola Nudes. Maddie. Rift Moon Wraith. I think there's a couple more that I missed. It just scrolled all the way down. Oh my god, there were so many. Miss Serenity. The Pastor Terry. My comfort streamer. Hi, Bola Dudes. Hi. I hope you're kicking butt. I think that's everybody. I think I got everybody. Hello, guys. Welcome to the stream. I love your vids, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot. Guys, in case you didn't know, we are doing a little bit of a Q&A fireside chat tonight pertaining to my voice acting channel. We're going to be talking about all of the questions that you guys want to know, whether it be pertaining to voice acting, whether it be pertaining to the audio role plays I do, whether it be pertaining to the people that I've worked with, maybe some future projects, past projects, things like that. So, yeah, start getting questions together. I know there's a few things that I definitely want to talk about myself. I'm probably going to talk about the Patreon. Yeah, go from there. Are you and Shia homies? Define homies. Define... Do homies make out with each other? And, like, compliment each other on their asses? If so, yes. If not, no. We're whatever that is. Hey, Elibria. Or Elibrilla? I probably butchered that. My apologies. Hi. Welcome in. We're glad to have you. Happy to finally catch a stream. We're happy to have you. Yeah. Get this man anime voice acting role, please. What do you mean? This is just my I'm tired voice. This is my I'm tired voice. But more importantly, you know what else it is? Apple. 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 I got some grocery shopping done today. Yeah, babe. What type of apple? It's always the same. It's always Honeycrisp. I need like a command. Like exclamation point apple. You know? Exclamation point apple. Something like that. Get people ready for it, you know? I think that'll be fun. But yes. We're all doing fantastic. Get this man anime voice acting role. I still don't get why. I'm working on it. Luminari, hi. Welcome in. Wolf Bearish, hey. Apple. Really want a video with the listeners pregnant and Shia and Roy are the fathers. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. That one might be a little, ooh. That one might be a little, ooh. You know? You deserve a role, please. I'm working hard at it. Don't worry. You know, I'd rather earn a role because I deserve it. You know, not because, you know, someone was like, you know what, I feel bad for Roy. He hasn't landed any voice acting stuff yet. And I've started to. I have a couple roles under my belt now. I have some credits to my name, which is really cool. And can count how many times it's happened too. How many times what has happened? Actually don't know. That's a little freaky. That's what I'm saying. We deserve more Shia and Roy. We actually do have one planned for this month. Speaking of which, let me ask for a follow-up on that. I do actually have one planned for this month. Let me message the artist. All right. Perfect. Single parent listener. I don't know about that one. What are some impressions you can do? I can do a little bit of Mickey Mouse. Oh boy. I can do Monokuma from Danganronpa. It's punishment time. You know, I think those are fun. We deserve more Shia and Roy. I'm trying. Don't worry. I wish I meet you in a convention, but I don't think you do any conventions in LA. Listen, if I could get a company to fly me out to LA to pay for my flight and my room and board, I would go. I'd make it happen. I would absolutely make it happen that I would go out. You know? Yes, more Shia and Roy. I would love that. Wish I had my old account. I had 101 subs, but YouTube deleted it. That sucks. I wonder why they would have deleted it. That's gross. What kind of audio role plays do you prefer to do? I like a little bit of spicy flirtation. Maybe not necessarily like horny, but like I very much like the kind where it's like me and a guest getting to be like playfully flirtatious with each other. And saucy. I like that. Saucy is a good a good explanation for it, because it's like it's very obviously in good fun in those situations where like a guest and I can be like can be very playful with each other without it feeling like overtly awkward or like grossly stepping over boundaries. And of course, all the people that I work with, we make sure that we're okay with everything that we say to each other. You know, boundaries matter a lot to me. So softcore flirting, there you go. Was there a question from Grebbles? I see Belmore responding. Who was your most watched streamer this year? Shia. I think I told him that already, but yeah, Shia was. I think it was by a pretty wide margin too. Where do I see my recap again? I could probably look at it. It's my Twitch, right? Is that where it was? I don't remember where it is. I don't remember where it is. Can you guess my most watched streamer? I have no idea. I think that's impossible to know. More content of you with Rikami? What would you do if I told you that the next audio roleplay coming out is with Rikami? As in the one that's coming out next week. What would you do? What would you do if I told you that? What would you? Apple. Apple. Oh, Twitch annual recap. There we go. But yeah, Shia. Wait, what was the other question? Shia was my most watched. Yeah, by a pretty wide margin. It was Shia, then Zentreya, then Joel, then Games Done Quick, then Mary. So those are my most watched people. What's up, Chili Cheese Fries? Hi, King Unknown. Hi, Jovu. What's up, Old School Kid? What's up, Buffaloon? Hi, Kirby Longlegs. Hi. Yeah, Apple. What's up, Sentai Girl? Sorry if I'm late. No worries. Like I said, guys, today, in case you are coming in late and you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, we're doing a little bit of a fireside chat today, a little bit of a Zatsudan for those of you that are on the YouTube side and a little bit more used to that vernacular. We are chatting basically about my audio roleplay and voice acting channel. In case you guys didn't know, I am an avid voice actor. I am trying to get into voice acting professionally. I have a couple credits under my belt now, and I continue to regularly make audio roleplays on a separate YouTube channel called Cup of Dusk Voices! !VA in chat if you are interested in checking that out. So if you guys have questions pertaining to that, things about the past, things about the present, things about the future, please feel free to ask. There's definitely a couple things that I'm probably going to mention too as we kind of spin into the night as it goes on. There's some ideas I kind of wanted to float by you guys from a Patreon perspective, you know, from a little bit of a Patreon perspective, you know what I'm saying? I think that'll be fun. Apple. True. What's up, Alex? Hi, Sora. Hi, you too. When you do audio role plays, do you use an ASMR microphone or do you use your normal streaming mic? I don't use my normal streaming mic, but I don't use an ASMR mic either. I use an Audio-Technica 2020, which is an XLR mic. I have it in my... I'm pretty sure I've taken pictures of this before. I'll take a picture another time just because you guys asked. Here, let me grab a notepad real quick. Run notepad. That way I can kind of like remind myself for later. I don't need that anymore. There we go. Take picture of recording booth. So I have a recording booth that I record in. It's called the Vocal Booth to Go. And inside that I have like this little mini standing desk with a laptop hooked up to it, an overhead light that's like plug-in, and then an audio mixer and a mic. How expensive was the vocal booth? I received it as a gift, so I did not pay anything for it. I was very fortunate enough to have friends already that were working in the voice acting industry, and they gifted it to me because they were going to get rid of it anyway. So the Patreon's very worth it. Thank you. Yeah, we work really hard on the stuff on Patreon. Yeah. Please tell me that walls are soundproof. I mean, I'm in a vocal booth, which is severely padded and insulated, has extra moving blankets around the outside, and then is in a very densely packed closet with clothes and other various objects. So it's pretty sound treated. It's pretty good. Oh my God. Oh, I'm getting a little too big there. I was trying to scroll chat to see if I missed any questions. Someone who has the Patreon, worth it? Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, Mace. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of things that I want to talk about pertaining to the Patreon too. You know, there's some like cool ideas and cool projects. Probably more on the spicy side that I want to mention, because I feel pretty happy about the content that we provide on Patreon, which is a lot of like behind the scenes stuff. So if you guys didn't know, some of the tiers that we offer in Patreon, I know the $10 tier and the spicy $20 tier are the two most popular. The spicy tier being you get everything, including NSFW content, and the $10 tier being getting everything that's behind the scenes, being bloopers and outtakes, audio only if you want to record or download your own version of it and listen to it on the go. You can also see work in progress art. You can see the script for the audio role play. Cool stuff like that, you know? Is my way of spelling Jordan awkward? I don't think so. I feel like I look at it and I think Jordan, you know? Always hearing about streaming mics, ASMR mics, and things like XLR mics. What's the difference? XLR mics is just a type of mic. So there's like two types of inputs for mics. There's XLR. Well, I guess there's more than two, but two primary ones when it comes to streaming. Potentially three, I guess, depending on who you talk to. But there are XLR mics, which have these almost like V-shaped plugs in a circle that you plug usually into something like a mix amp or a preamp, and then you talk into it and it works like that. XLR tend to be pretty high in quality from the get-go, and yeah, I think everybody comes to a point that is some type of content creator that they will eventually make the jump from USB mic, which is just the, you know, your typical plug and play. It's USB. When they make the jump from that to XLR, there's usually a pretty big jump in quality. And sound is really important. So with things like audio role playing or voice acting, I think you have to at least be using XLR, if not higher, because USB definitely has a ceiling, definitely has a cap as to the quality you can get. So that goes the Q&A so far. Not bad. I mean, it's been pretty casual with the questions. We're hanging out, we're having a good time, but also Apple. I also have coffee. But yeah, I hope that answered that question. If I don't answer your question and I pass it for some reason, please feel free to retype it. So long as you're not spamming it every like minute, I will try my best to get to things. I see Kat Mechi asking, for your audio collabs, how do you record with each other? Over Discord, I assume the other person's also recording while they do it. Yep, you got it. Typically when we do audio collabs or roleplay collabs, whatever you want to call them, we'll have a Discord call between myself, Michaela, and the other person or other people, depending on how many people are involved in the collab. Because I think the most we've had at one point was 3 total, including myself. That was one of the ones we did with Nick and Shia at the same time, which is super fun. I kind of hope that we get to do another one of those. One of the ones I actually genuinely wanted to do, but I think we decided to do something else so I could be a little bit more spicy and steamy, is we were originally talking about doing like an Astroline men go to the gym together type role play. But I opted for basically I opted, instead of doing Astroline men go to the gym together, it's all three Astroline men do other activities with me in 3 separate unrelated audio role plays. So, but yeah, so we hop into Discord calls together. We all record our own sides, and we just record and we laugh, and you know, we record the entire thing, because if there's bloopers and funny conversations or just, you know, interesting insight you can hear during it, because Michaela is also directing the audio role plays, well, you can hear all that. And it's really interesting and it's really fun to hear kind of like the background with Michaela's directing aspects and talking about the script. And you can see that on Patreon. It's the raw recordings are part of the $10 tier. But like I said, the spicy tier includes everything, including the spicy content. So, but yeah. Let me scroll down a little bit. Anytime I hear apple, apple just crisp, it juices out. Makes me very kind of honey crisp apple juice. That's crazy. Anyway. Apple. Do you play Helldivers 2? I did a lot when it came out, Grebbles. Not as much anymore. Part of the reason I stopped playing it, first of all, I just stopped getting invited because I think we all kind of just stopped playing it collectively. You know what I mean? But like, I don't have anything against Helldivers, but my biggest issue with playing Helldivers, it does not play nicely with my model. So anytime I would stream the game, I can't use my model, which in my opinion makes for not as fun of a stream. And that's always kind of frustrating. So I'm always a little frustrated when I can't use my model on stream. So yeah, it's one of the reasons why I haven't streamed Marvel Rivals yet. I might try next week because I genuinely am really liking Marvel Rivals. And I really like playing Venom, and I'm maining Venom, but like, I haven't tested it yet, but I'm almost certain that my model and OBS will lag if I try and use my model with it. But we'll find out. I have a question. Is voice acting fun? Because my friend's joking about me doing voice acting. To be honest, I'm really scared of it. Yeah, of course. Yeah, voice acting is so incredibly fun and fulfilling, I think is the best way to put it. And it's why I kind of started taking classes, because like once I hit a point of enjoyment when it came to voice acting and role play and things like that, I was like, okay, like I am really enjoying this. Can I get better at it? Can I unlock new levels that I didn't realize were there, kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, I think it just depends on what you want to do and what you want out of voice acting. You don't have to take it professionally. You can take classes and just take them for yourself and just enjoy yourself and things like that. So you never have to take it farther than what you want. Yeah. Hey Roy, I'm Noah. I'm using my phone instead of my tablet. Hi, welcome in. Something I did learn in old sound tech was that even older mic can still be amazing, even over USB sometimes. Yeah, I mean, mic quality, you'd be surprised, like older mics can be pretty freaking good. Apple. But also, coffee. During your, Shadow Ronin 25 asks, during your collabs, if possible, what goes into the writing process? Do collab partners have any input? Sorry if this question was already asked. No, it hasn't been. Thank you for asking that. Also, Ophelia Delilah, thank you for the follow. That's an interesting question. I would love to say that Michaela and I write the scripts together, but 9 times out of 10, Michaela is the one coming up with the script ideas. I might pitch her ideas like regularly. I'll be like, hey Michaela, I thought this was a really fun idea, do you think you could make something out of it? And like we might go back and forth for some ideas, but sometimes it just kind of turns into, you know, someone said something in stream at one point and I'm like, I like that, and I write it down and then I tell Michaela later, and then she writes something out of it, or I just go, hey Michaela, I want to be really gay and horny, you know, with Xander Netherbrand, or I want to be, you know, really flirty and steamy with Mary, or I want to make out viciously with Shia. You know, there's like all these like stupid ideas or stupid prompts that don't even make sense or don't even have a story from it. Michaela's like, all right, let me see what my muse can do. And then when it comes to, do my collab partners have input? They do once the script is made. We'll talk about general concept before we go into it. Like we have a, I'm not kidding. This is actually wild. I kind of booked myself really far out in advance. I have the next like 10 audio role plays already planned out, and so many of them are collabs. I think like the next 10 to 12 are collab audios, which is insane. And I'm not complaining about that. I'm actually very excited. But like, because we were looking for people to be available for January, I kind of underestimated how much pull I had for like asking people to like be part of it. So I reached out to like I think like 10 people, and all 10 of them got back to me with yes. And I was like, oh, whoa. So I wasn't expecting so many people to get back to me. But yeah, I think generally I reach out to the person, I see, hey, are you interested in doing audio roleplay with me? If they haven't done it before, I give them a breakdown. I explain kind of the process for everything and how we work. And I especially ask boundaries. I want to know how far we can take things, how silly we can be, how spicy we can be. Because like there are some people that don't want spice at all. And you don't always need spice to a story, especially in audio roleplay, to make it entertaining. Like the audio roleplay with Cotton and me today that came out. It's flirty, sure, there's like compliments thrown back and forth, but it's not really spicy. It's not NSFW. It's not, even borderline. There's not anything like that. It's just nice flirtation, a little bit of, tongue-in-cheek kind of thing, and just a lot of good back and forth, a lot of good dialogue. And those kind of situations make it really nice. So as long as my roleplay partners are okay with the script, generally we start talking about things after concept has already been actualized. How many times have you messed up? An infinite number. Apple. Hi, Galaxy. How are we today? Headspace good? Nope. But I'm trucking on anyway. Lucky Apple? Was on the apple is lucky for getting bitten into? Or like the apple is a good luck charm? I guess either. Just depends. What do you use to record over Discord? Audacity. Everybody just records separately. Do you remember the scientist episode where the listener was a robot? Yep, there were 2 of that. Yeah. What's the process for script concepts? We've seen some more sporadic concepts. I think I kind of just answered that. I think I unintentionally just answered that question, Belmar. I hope I did. I feel like we kind of just went over that in detail from the previous question because I kind of spun off into a tirade about it. How'd you meet your different voice coaches like Richard Horvitz? I went to Richard Horvitz's website and I signed up for coaching. That's it. The Richard Horvitz one wasn't really like all that special in terms of like, there's not like a story behind it. There's not a special story. It's literally, I went to his website and I booked a coaching session for like a couple months, Yeah, coffee. I'm like 4 minutes behind, so I do apologize, guys. I'm trying to keep up with chat, but I'm like scrolling questions very slowly. Rolls in with popcorn. Hi, Michaela. We've only talked about you like 40 times so far. Hi, Roy. Sorry for being late to the Zatsu. Took a shower and forgot. Hey, you're good. No worries. You can get some good quality behind any mics with the right filters, good sound insulation. I mean, yes and no. Mics definitely will have their caps, but I agree. A lot of mics, you'd be surprised. Do you have any advice for people thinking of starting VA work? I've always wanted to try it out since I was a kid. It seems so interesting. Play D&D. I know that's a weird example. Play D&D a little bit and see if you can act out your character that you're playing. Role play as them. See if you enjoy acting, if you enjoy putting on a show, if you enjoy entertaining, if you enjoy taking on a role. And if you do, great, take it from there. But I think D&D is a fantastic way to start, mainly because it's inexpensive. Like, what do you need for D&D to get started? Dice and the PBE. Or the PHB, rather. That's it. You know what I mean? Dream team, Roy and Michaela. It's more like Roy has insight, Michaela does the hard work. She's the one with the booba in the relationship. People love you, Roy, in case they love to work with you. No, it was really funny. I was talking about before, for context. It wasn't in a negative connotation. It was more on the idea of, oh, I am shit, what was I saying? Sorry, Romy distracted me with head pats, and now all I can think about is saying, "Oh, te quiero mucho, mi amore. Buenas tardes." Just to see if it would fluster her. Anyway, I was talking about how Michaela writes the scripts almost entirely. I might give a concept or something like that, you know. But other than that, Michaela is the powerhouse. You know, she's got the booba in the relationship. That's what I like to say. You know, is that Romy giving Roy a headband? That's what I'm saying. That was crazy. That was out of nowhere. I am the bottom chained to the desk. No, that's me. Michaela, I have an idea. Snatches it from my hand. All right, bunny. Let's see what we can do. Hola, hi. 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 Romy, I love you. Wait, I love Romy. Hold on a second. Hold on a second here. Did I miss any questions? I kind of like started scrolling down chat further so I could see what your guys' reactions were to some of the questions that we were talking about. Different Michaela, bowl of nudes. Different Michaela, the one on Twitch side. We love Romy, comrade. We love Romy. Yes, we also love Apple. 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 Bork. We're talking about VA work. We are. We are in fact talking about VA work, especially as it pertains to my voice acting channel. !VA in chat. You get a link to the voice acting channel. So if there's anything in particular you want to know about the process, if you want to talk about the past of my voice acting and the roleplay channel, the present, the future, anything you want to know, this is the time to ask it. You know, go in. 747 Royale, thanks for the follow. I'm sorry, thanks for the first words. Welcome in. You are already following. My apologies. How did you start working with Michaela for your scripts? I didn't know she wrote scripts for people. This is actually a funny one. So this is a little bit more of a long-winded answer, and I do apologize because I know you wanted. I know you probably want like a short and sweet, like, oh, it happened like this. So so I'm friends with another VTuber's name's Juzo. Juzo talked about hanging out in Jonah Scott's chat, who, for those of you that don't know, voice actor, incredibly skilled, works very hard, has voiced many a character, you know, like Joe from Skate the Infinity. He's Legoshi and Beastars, a lot of great stuff. He's the main character in Dying Light 2, whose name escapes me, but I know how much he loves Dying Light 2 and how much that role means to him. So through that, I then became kind of friends with Jonah, and then through Jonah, I became friends with Rye, and then after becoming more friends with Rye, I became proper friends with Jonah, and then after talking to Jonah and Rye both more, Rye recommended me to somebody to work on a demo reel for me, and Rye recommended me to Hayden, and then Hayden and I worked together for a while, and Hayden wrote and helped me record my demo reel, because it turns out we live close to each other, which was a very funny turn of events. Like, we live like 20 or 30 minutes from each other. So then after Hayden and I did that, I had the idea, because I was getting frustrated while I was trying to find VA work. I was trying to find just work in general, auditions, you know, things to put my name to, internet projects, anything like that. And I was like, oh, I have this, you know, I have this amazing demo reel that I'm really proud of, and I had no way to like circulate it. And I was genuinely like getting frustrated, because I was like, I know voice acting and building a career takes time, but it doesn't even feel like I'm making progress towards that, you know? And so in frustration, I was like, I want to do something where I can constantly be creating, being directed, taking criticism, taking feedback, and growing and improving. So Hayden and I came up with the idea of doing an audio roleplay YouTube channel where Hayden would write scripts for me, and it would be like once a month or something like that. And then I think we did one together, and then we couldn't do another. We couldn't do another one, and in the process, Hayden immediately was like, well, I can think of somebody that could take over. And Hayden recommended me to Michaela. And then Michaela and I started working together, and that's kind of just how it went from there. You have the 6 degrees of separation to get to Michaela. Yeah, what is it? Juzo to Jonah, Jonah to Rye, Rye to Hayden, Hayden to Michaela. Yeah, almost 6. That was 5. 5 degrees of separation. That's crazy. Isn't that funny? Oh, it works like that? Yeah, unknowingly networking. I think it's just because, like, along the way, making friends with people like Jonah and Rye, I think it's just because, like, initially we just clicked because I was just like, I was just vibing. You know, I was just hanging out. We're all just talking about making content. And it's funny because when I talk to voice actors at like conventions and things like that, like anytime I talk to Robbie Damon, instead of being like, oh yeah, Robbie, like, how do I become a voice actor? Like, how did you get into voice acting? Instead of that, it's like, oh yeah, Robbie, like, I recorded my first role. I got my first IMDb credits. I took classes from this person. I've been in the booth. I have an audio roleplay channel I'm working on. And anytime I can give him updates like that, instead of just being like, hey, what's going on? You can feel there's like a level of, oh, okay, this person's doing things. And having that connection with other content creators that are also voice actors like Jonah, Rye, Juzo, Hayden, Michaela, it helps form that connection where it's you are genuinely passionate about the work that you're doing and trying to improve. And I think that's usually why I like working with the individuals that I like working with. So very fortunate to have the friends that I do. Yeah. How'd you come up with the Cup of Dusk name, or was it something you always had in mind before making it? So the Cup of Dusk, wait, let me see if I have it still. I might still have it. Oh, I do. We're gonna go here for just a split second. The Cup of Dusk is my cafe. The Cup of Dusk is my cafe. So back when I was still Roy Zoga, which was my VTuber identity and just general internet online persona, however you want to call it, I did all of my content in a cafe setting, and it was a lot of improv, role play with guests and things like that. And even then, like, I was still working on the role play skills and the improv skills, and not as much the voice acting, but I was still very much in the role play kind of thing. And eventually, as I progressed as a content creator, I came to a point where I was like, all right, it's time for, like, you know, a new model, a new design, new aesthetic. And we upgraded the cafe to looking like this and to this model, not this outfit, but this model. And we're going to go back to my loft now. There we go. From there, it kind of just kept with it. And I really do like the Cup of Dusk name. I think Purple, funny enough, was the one that either he directly said it and I was like, wait, that's perfect, say that again, or said something like Dusk and then I was like, Cup of Dusk, you know. But like it was back in like 2022 that we started using that name. And since the cafe is a setting that I didn't plan on abandoning anytime soon, and I still haven't abandoned, I figured naming it that for the role-playing channel was an easy way of connection to me. Because if I just called it, you know, Roy Chiato Voices, people would be like, well, you know, it's Roy's stuff, whatever, it's a side channel. But by calling it Cup of Dusk Voices, we kind of create a setting idea rather than a person idea, because at the end of the day, I'm taking on a lot of roles, I'm taking on a lot of different voice acting scenarios and things like that, which is all very, very exciting, and I'm very excited to continue doing that. So we'll see where the Cup of Dusk ends up in the 4.0 concept, though, you know? All hail Roy and Shia. Maybe. They're concepts that you were into, but then ended up not finishing or passing it over to a different concept that came up. You mean for like audio roleplay? There's one big one I can think of that we're still kind of sitting on. And it's just because I'm unsure of whether it'll get dinged on YouTube or not for like being too spicy. I think I've actually mentioned this on stream a couple times. I'm sitting on a solo Incubus roleplay that might be too spicy for YouTube. It hasn't been edited yet, but like when Michaela and I recorded it, immediately after I was like, ooh, Michaela, I sounded like a whore. I sounded like a slut. Ooh. So I so you did it right. Yes, true. But it's kind of just sitting in our drafts at the moment because I genuinely don't know if it'll be okay. You know, I don't know if it'll be okay for YouTube, and I do want to see if it is eventually. But other than that, I don't think there's been a single concept that we've been like, this is a great concept, and then ditched it. I think anytime Michaela or I have come up with a concept, we generally turn it into something, and if not turn it into something, spin it in a way that we can turn it into something later. So I would have to think more. I don't think there's any concepts we've abandoned, maybe shelved and plan on doing later, because Michaela and I are both incredibly busy individuals. You know, we busy out here. Are there people who aren't necessarily VAs that you're planning to ask to do an RP with you? Yeah, I mean, there's tons of people that I've already worked with. Shia and Buff are two people that, you know, weren't doing anything voice acting related when I asked both of them for the first time. And then Basil and Boo, very much the same. So there's tons of people. Fred's not a voice actor traditionally. Mary's not a voice actor traditionally, but he did just come out with a demo reel, which, oh my god, I'm so happy that he's getting more into voice acting. So it's like really fun to grab all of these different people, whether they're voice actors or not, because the people that I like working with are my friends and the people that I care about and the people that I want to work with. So anybody that you see on my channel are people that I genuinely care about and genuinely want to work with, whether they're voice actors or not. And sometimes that turns out fantastic. Sometimes we get really lucky with things that we get to work on. Shia and I is a perfect example. I think Shia and I have so much chemistry together. And even now, it's so funny because Shia and my first audio roleplay, the Can You Feel Us one, which still uses my old design, it's like 300,000 views on the voice acting channel. And I go back and listen to it because it was multiple months ago, and I go back and listen to it and I'm like, man, I sound like shit. I'm like, cause like I just recorded like next week's audio roleplay last night, and I go back and listen to the difference between them, and I'm like, whoa, I sound so much better now. And like that's a good thing. That's how it should be. But it's like really funny in that sense, you know. It's really funny. I loved it. No, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I'm not saying it wasn't good. I'm very proud of the work that we've done. But I'm also like, man, I sound like shit 6 months ago. Man, I'm saying I sound so much better. Like, I can't believe how many of you guys are like, man, Roy, don't talk shit on yourself. I'm literally giving myself praise for growing over the past couple of months. I'm screaming geometrically. Will you and Shia do a live together? Like live stream together? We've live streamed together. We did something like 2 weeks ago. Yeah. We're just both busy buns. We're still working on stuff, you know? Apple. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down in chat because I feel like I'm probably missing stuff. Let me see if there's more things that I missed. Hi, Michaela on YouTube. Hello. We're vibing. Hello, Roy. Hi, Hannah. Welcome in. Patreon exclusive. For the Incubus one, we actually made a joke about that it might be. If for some reason it gets like demonetized on YouTube, like before we publish it, that is probably something that we'll aim for. But we gotta get it edited first. I gotta get art for it. I gotta see like how we want to do on that. Are you planning on doing more gym audios? So, funny thing. Wait, I actually love this question. I want to. And the original pitch that I recently made to Mary was, Mary, do you want to do gay workouts with me? And he said yes. But the thing that went with that is I wanted to bring either Shia or Nick with me and Mary to make it like kind of ease into the other audio role plays that we've already done in the gym setting, which I thought would have been great. But logistically, it was getting a little bit harder to like put everybody together. So we're shelving gym idea. We're shelving gym for now. Probably will return to it. It's just shelved for now, just due to complications of getting it working together. But we do have stuff with Mary planned very much in the near future. Same with Shia, same with Nick, same with anybody else, you know. You mentioned XLR mics and amps. What is the brand kind of amp you is your XLR mic connected to? I use a Scarlett Solo series. It's like the 3rd gen, so it's like it does the job. That's like my the best I can answer. It does the job. It does what I need it to do. You know? I don't think it's like amazing or anything. It's small. It fits on my standing desk in my booth. You know? Cup of Dusk got me down the RP ASMR rabbit hole. This isn't a question, just blaming you for my new YouTube feed. Oh, that's funny. You guys saying take it back. Listen, guys, it's just funny. I just love talking about the growth, you know. Bunny boy supremacy, real. Love how creatures like incubi and sirens aren't always depicted purely as XXX rated R or bloodthirsty beings anymore, despite the origins of mythology. So, I think yes. Obviously, that's great. Like, it's great that people can kind of like branch out with storytelling and things like that. And I definitely enjoy it. Michaela and I have talked about it on multiple occasions, ways to kind of do interesting twists on pre-established creatures or fantasies or, you know, stories. And while having interesting twists on things is always nice, it's always interesting to do, sometimes those beings are famous or infamous for a good reason. So like an incubi, I don't know. If I'm not being like flirtatious or like a hint of horny energy, I feel like taking on an incubus role would be like, unless I have like an intricate, deeply woven story that I'm doing across multiple episodes for like months on end, probably would want to include the thing that like incubi are most well known for. Because that way, like if someone that is unfamiliar with my work or maybe unfamiliar with the series or anything like that, they can go, oh, it's an incubi. I can expect silly, flirtatious, horny energy from this. And then they go in and they get that and they're satisfied. When you deviate from that, you kind of risk alienating new viewers. So while yes, I do like subverting expectations and I do like playing around with storytelling, I don't always feel that it is worth taking the risk in that regard because of things like that. So also it depends on what's fun. You know, you try too hard to make something different and you end up kind of like, I don't know. It's like, why didn't you just do something different if you just wanted to do this super different, you know? Working the buns off, damn right. Well, that's all I got. Yeah, take care. Bye-bye. Hi, Ophi. Ophi! Aliu! To be fair, that's a lot of people. It is. It absolutely is. The gym polycule grows. Yeah, what is it? It's Shia, myself, Nick, and the listener right now. Yeah. Apple. I see, the mood has to be set. Yeah, true. True. That said, I'm never turning down a spicy Cubist audio. Well, there you go. I think it's good, but yeah, you can hear the improvement. See, there you go. That's all I want, as long as you guys understand that. The biggest adult struggle, finding a mutual free time to get together. Yeah, like to give you an idea, like last night we were recording the next audio roleplay and it was like 2 a.m. when we started, and I got out of the booth at like 3:30. Like Kayla was with me too, and we would have gone longer, but I literally went, guys, I'm sweating my balls off in here. I need to get out of the booth. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. I was like drenched in sweat because it gets so hot in the booth. There's no like ventilation or circulation. It's to make it like the sound quality as best as I can possibly make it. Have you listened to Epic yet? I really recommend it. I've heard a couple songs. I know Thunderbringer. I know the one with Odysseus on the boat where he's like, Penelope, why you know I'm too shy and terrified. That one. I know that one. Yeah. I do want to watch more. I think it's just attention span right now, and like this is a weird one. You guys ever like, you're like, I'm depressed. I don't want to start a new series. I'm just going to rewatch the same things I've seen over and over again so I can feel a semblance of happiness. Oh my gosh. That's kind of where I am right now. So I kind of keep watching like old things. Like I'm rewatching like old speedruns I've seen like 1,000,000 times, or like watching like video essays on like the history of Onimusha, you know? Little history for people. In means above, sub means below. Oh yeah, for incubus and succubus, true. Would you ever do a type of Naga role play? Ooh, maybe. I feel like that's hyper specified. All right, this is gonna be a crazy thing to say. And I don't know if she'd ever be able to do it. Probably not. She's an incredibly busy person, and I don't expect her. It's not like she owes me anything. If I did like a Naga style role play, I would have to get a Lamia to play opposite to me. I would probably have to get Vexoria the Sun Eater. I would probably ask her to be involved, just to kind of sell that story a little bit better. I think it would be fun. I'd totally be willing to do it. I don't know what we would do that would make it like like, what are we doing that it matters that you have a Naga and a Lamia in front of you? Apple. Wait, I gotta keep scrolling. Hey Roy, remember me? It's been a while. Welcome back. We're always glad to have you. Ever thought about collaborating with Taiga Chama? I cannot, unfortunately. Not audio roleplay wise. We do tons of other collabs together, pretty like fairly often. He was on one of my baking streams in the past month, and we definitely do group collabs pretty often. But I think Invicta specifically, I can't do collabs like audio roleplay collabs with Invicta. I don't think there was ever a reason for it or a reason given, but I'm sure it's like. it's like similar content that they would want to be doing on their own, because you know it's Invicta, you know. But I love them. I love Invicta. I love Taiga. I love Kane. You know, miss Kite a ton. Hope he's doing fantastic wherever he is. Nick's great. I love Harmony as well. Hams. So yeah. Would you say writing "I'm free" on my graduation cap be rude or bad to have there? Not necessarily. Oh, did my tracking break? Did it break as I was tilting to the side? I think it did. It did indeed. All right. Hold on. Let me reconnect it. I don't think so. I think it just depends on like the context. Like if you're having a good time and you're like laughing about it and you're like, I'm free, like you're having a good time about it, like it's whatever, you know. Are there any possible covers in the future? Yes. Yes. Absolutely. I cannot tell you what I am working on, but I am working on my next cover song. I've been learning it for like a solid month and a half, 2 months. It'll probably be faster moving forward because I'm starting to feel way more confident in my singing, which is a good thing. So, yeah. But yeah, there's definitely covers coming in the future. Absolutely. Let me take another good chunk of this apple. Apple. I was gonna choke for a second, then I caught it. I was like, wait, I'm not choking this time. No choking. That's why they call me the throat goo. I prevented myself from choking. That's tough. Wait, what was tough? The Naga Lamia thing? Yeah, if that's what you're referring to, Michaela, I figured as much. That's why I have never come to you with it. I generally do not understand Naga appeal, but it's possible to be written. Yeah, it's from an audio roleplay perspective, it doesn't make sense because it's like the appeal of a Naga is like the physical aspect of it, I would imagine, or a Lamia in the same sense, is the physical or imagination aspect of it. But like, I don't know how much you'd be able to like simulate that with an audio roleplay. I'd definitely be willing to try, but again, I would, if I'm gonna try something like that, I would get, you know, the snack that I think about when I think of that thing, which is Vex. So, yeah. I just want you to strangle them. What? What was that in context to? Has Pirate Roy been done yet? No, but it is something that we have shelved at the moment. We actually pitched an idea to someone that said yes, but we never settled on a time or a date or anything. So it just kind of got shelved, and maybe we'll return to it in the future. I love pirate stuff. I genuinely do. But then there's like, oh my gosh. There's like a few people that I would want to do like a pirate role play with, you know? I think Captain Hannah would be super fun to do a pirate themed role play with. I think K9 Kuro would be super fun to do a pirate themed role play with, you know? But I am not mutuals with Kuro, even though I'd love to be. I love his content. Big fan. And Hannah, I don't know. I just never thought to ask. I don't even know if she, I don't know if they do audio stuff like that. I like their content. They're fun. They're funny. We've been interacting a lot more on Twitter recently, so. Oh no, the stream's lagging. Is it fine now? It was probably just me. It was probably just my model breaking. Stream's okay and good. Good. Good cuddle, especially if you like hugs, good pressure. Oh, the Naga Lamia thing. You can see the Naga Lamia thing being something into like a lost hiker accidentally stumbled into their territory. I mean, yeah, I guess. It's just like, how do you play that out? In a role play, that's not just, do you feel yourself getting squeezed in our coins? That's what I found. Like, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I could be swayed, but like I said, I would want to have someone like Vex involved in that, and Michaela would have to be on board with writing something like that in the future, you know? What else? Rewatching stuff because of the comfort. Yes, I'm guilty of that. Yeah, I'm so happy for you. Thank you. No choke on apple. I caught myself. I am the throat goat. Training throat wasn't worth nothing. True. That's all I'm saying. Your model looked like you just freed yourself from a wax trap that caught itself on your thighs. Wait, what? Context? Excuse me? Victoria the Sun Eater? Yeah. Yeah, she's great. I love her. Strangle was about the Naga thing. I can't do that on YouTube. I don't think we can do choke play on YouTube or strangle play. I'm pretty sure we would get get in trouble. Fairly certain. we would get in trouble. When your mono got stuck? Yeah. Okay, I'm caught up to chat. Guys, I caught up. Yippee! Now that I'm caught up, do you guys have other questions that you might be curious of? Now that I can actually see chat in proper timing, you know? Good job, Roy. I'm so proud of you. Thanks. Yippee! A lot of slithering sounds, like ate his liver with some fava beans. I'm sure it would go delicious with some fava beans. Yeah. I forget what that's from, but I know it's a reference to something. What's your way of scheduling things? Ooh, that's a good one. I'm a madman. I'm crazy. So the initial concept, wait, let me pull up the audio roleplay channel. Okay, found it. The initial idea, and I'm just gonna go down the list real quick, because there's a lot. So Michaela and I started this January 19th of this year. That was our first audio role play together. That was the first one that we did. And it was kind of a proof of concept audio role play, rather than like, oh, like, what do you want to do? Like, what's your big goals? Like, what are you planning on? And it was more of a, let's see if we click together doing an audio role play together. And we did. And I think we clicked really well. I really liked the work that Michaela did. It's a really cute comfort audio called Stay With Me. And it's like you wake up and your bunny boyfriend is in bed next to you and they don't want you to leave bed, kind of thing. You know, it's very cute. It's very comfy. I was back in January of this year, January 19th. However, then we took roughly a month break, almost a month-long break, to start kind of working out the logistics. Michaela and I came back February 7th with our second audio roleplay, which was called You Can Beg, which was I play a much more manipulative, charismatic villain type, which is still one of my favorite roles. It's still one of my favorite role plays that we've done, and I kind of regret how I handled it, and it's kind of my fault that it's a little bit dead right now. And I very fond of that, but like I said, that was almost a month break. But after that, the next one that came out was the 16th. Then the one after that came out the 28th. And then finally, starting March 8th, we did You Can Beg Part 2. And then from there, we did one every single week. Once a week for almost the entirety. We took a break in the week between May 4th and May 20th. And then no breaks, no breaks, no breaks, no breaks, no breaks, no breaks, no breaks. Then we introduced the concept of the Bunny Bounce Club, which is an audio roleplay setting that we have where I, myself, and all of my guests are in this host-style club where we all wear bunny suits. Very fun. That started September 26th. And then no breaks, no breaks, no breaks, no breaks, no breaks. We got another audio roleplay with the Bunny Bounce Club, November 24th, and then no breaks all the way to now. We've really only taken, like, I'd say, like, between March 8th to now, there's only been maybe 2 weeks missed. So it is, it's kind of just that, trying to have one audio role play a week. And that's the plan. Yeah. Hi, Max is Stupid. Welcome in, welcome in. Hi, Ruby Rose. Hi. Hi. Out of the solo audios you've done, what was the most fun to play around with? Probably the You Can Beg one. I really, really liked it's kind of what made me realize that I can do villain roles, because I think it was around that time that I got cast in something else that was villain related. That project has still not come out yet, but I did land a role for that, and it's a very funny thing where like I thought I was like super typecast and being like generic anime protagonist, because I can really get up here with this kind of voice and we'll win with the power of friendship, like that kind of thing. And I very quickly realized as I started auditioning with that type of voice for those types of roles that everyone hates that. Everyone hates me doing that voice. Everyone absolutely freaking hates me doing that kind of voice. And it's kind of funny because I always thought people liked it, and then I finally had some like directors be like, no, that sucks. Redo for the New Year anniversary? Probably not. I think we just need to let that series be dead, and just honor the memory rather than trying to milk it. But yeah, I think that. Yeah. Hi, Crochet Art. Hi, Nico. Welcome. Who's usually in charge for all the artwork? That would be Kiza-kun. Kiza is a friend of mine who has been helping me with a lot of art projects for like the past 2 years. Like, oh my gosh. Kiza and I started regularly working together. Wait, let me check YouTube. I actually might be able to give you like a specific answer, but it's been almost, I think, either 2 years or almost 2 full years of working together. Which is kind of crazy to think about, that Kiza and I have been working so long together. I don't know where it is. I know when I debuted as Roy Chiato, I was having him help me with like thumbnails for YouTube, and then thumbnails for like streaming on YouTube. And then I kind of just had him change over into the audio roleplay channel, So, yeah. Kiza is the primary artist for the channel. However, we do also work with Taiga Stripes. If you guys are familiar with him, he's the one that did the art piece of me kind of pulling my shirt open. And then if you guys have seen or listened to any of the Bunny Bounce Club audio role plays, Taiga Stripes does the artwork for those. So those are really nice. I really like those as well. So Taiga is kind of like the less frequent. I was gonna say the more less frequent artist, but specially for the Bunny Bounce Club. And then Kiza is the weekly one. So, what is the process for the audio artworks? Like, how do you choose concepts, posing, etc.? It's kind of up to Kiza a lot of the time. So Michaela will obviously do the scripts and the concepting and things like that. And, I might iron out a few details or say like, hey, can we lean into this a little bit more? Hey, can we like turn up the gay a little bit? Or can we turn up the spice a little bit or turn down the spice a little bit? Because they always have to be safe for YouTube unless it's, an NSFW Patreon exclusive audio. And from there, I think generally we try and think of something as a tantalizing, captivating piece of imagery that would get people to click on it. And that's something that we've definitely struggled with in the past. But I feel like for at least like the past like 4 or 5 months at least, we do pretty well with thumbnails. Milky especially has been really helpful in that process. Milky VT, if you guys don't know who I'm talking, or just Milky on Twitch. She's amazing. I love her to death. And she has helped a lot with the composition of thumbnails. She has done a lot of audio ASMR in the past, and still continues to do ASMR regularly. And she has just a lot of knowledge when it comes to thumbnail composition and things like that. So she helps with making the thumbnails. Kiza does the art, and it's all concepts based on the scenario or the setting, and we try and make it as captivating as a thumbnail as possible, while also leaning into strong algorithmic options. So like, faces that are really close to the, you know, the screen, giving the right amount of space versus negative space, color compositions, things like that. We really have done a lot of science and a lot of thinking when it comes to a lot of these role plays. So, very fun stuff. Hi, Kaylee. What's up? What's up? The meme that just now popped in my head. Hey, I'm working hard so I can please you. Is that what it is? Is that the meme you meant? Working hard so I can please you. I think that's the one you meant. Also, Belmore, thank you for linking Kiza's channels. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, Kiza is or his Twitter rather. Kiza's great. Kiza's on vacation right now, so yeah, very, very thankful to have people like Kiza in my life, and to have been sticking with me for this long. Comfy's very much the same, funny enough. I've been working with Comfy for definitely 2 years now. Has to be 2 years, because I think I started working with him before I debuted Roy Chiato, maybe, or at least close to it, you know? I don't know if this was asked before stream or before I got here, but have you ever thought about making sleep aid ASMR or getting ready for bed ASMR? So we have had a couple of those before. They're not very often that we do them though. And the reason being that, Michaela, the reason being that is we kind of started with that. You know, we did the Stay With Me audio roleplay back in January of this year. And it was kind of like a proof of concept. But then from there, I feel like we kind of quickly realized what my audience wants from the audio roleplay channel, if that makes sense. You know, there's a lot of interest in like gay. Yeah, can we turn up the gay? See, there's a lot of interest in that, in a lot of the guests that I bring on when they're male. A lot of people like that male on male interaction, and sometimes they work out really, really nicely, and sometimes they really pop off. I mean, Shia in my first audio roleplay is sitting at 327,000 views. And then Kami in my first roleplay is at 256,000 views. So it very quickly became very obvious what my audience wants. You know, Aftercare sitting at 220,000 views. The gym audio roleplay with Nick, Shia, and I, which is technically a sequel, 85,000 views. So we kind of found our target audience, and we found something that people wanted to listen to. You know, we found kind of the niche that we wanted to lean into, which was fun audio roleplays with Roy and his friends, with a little bit of spice, a little bit of tantalizing flirtation, and something that probably touches that LGBTQIA plus itch that I'm sure a lot of people have. And it's not always necessarily like, oh man, I just need two gay pretty boys to, you know, make out with me. Sometimes it's, I want two handsome men to both dote on me at the same time. And it doesn't even have to be implied gay for the two men. Because like I said, Kami's in my audio roleplay, while we are in a polycule with the listener in that, Kami and I don't kiss each other. It's not like that. It's inclined towards whatever the viewer wants, you know, to whatever the listener wants. There's definitely an untapped market for LGBTQIA plus ASMR. There is and there isn't. There's definitely like people want it, but what does the majority of people want? You know what I mean? So we're definitely leaning into a lot of what the, not only what people want, but like what we want to do. And I like making fun, silly, gay things that are flirtatious with my friends and I. So I very much like that. And I like continuing to do that. And I like that concept, and I like exploring that further. So yeah. And yes, there is always a consent check with the guests. Yeah, we luckily did talk about that earlier in the stream, funny enough, because someone was asking how we go about doing the role plays in the first place, you know? And funny enough, sometimes it's not even the gay ones that people are like really clamoring for. Like Mary's in mine isn't really flirtatious at all. It feels like light fluff flirty, but like, you know, we're just gods, we're powerful, we're divine flirtatious, you know, like, oh, you poor sweet thing. Is that how you think the way the world works? And that one did great. I was very surprised. I was very happily surprised with how the Mary one did. Or like the Fred and I one, where we're teachers in a college, and we're, you know, talking about different ways on how to handle presentations. So, yeah, I hope that answers that question. I definitely roundabouted that really long. There are definitely plans for doing more sleep aid or getting ready for bed in the future, but we have to strike when the iron is hot kind of thing, and we can't just do it all the time. Hi, Mrs. McCock. What's going on? Hi, Crypt San. Welcome in. Will there more new, Huh? You wanna try that one again? Will there more new actors? Well, today we had Cotton on the channel for the first time. Do we have a new, hold on. I'll pop my jaw real quick. Michaela, let me look up the, where's our list? We have a list, wait, I didn't put it in schedule, did I? Probably should put it there. Fuck, I didn't put it there. All right, let me message Michaela. Let's see where this shit is. I'll scroll up a couple weeks. Let's see. Did you message me? Roy, leave it? No. I found it. Maybe. Yeah. I wasn't gonna say who it was, Michaela. I wasn't gonna say who it was. I just genuinely didn't remember who we had planned. I wasn't gonna be like, oh yeah, guys, by the way, over the course of January and February, we're bringing and to the channel. What's up, Orilock? Welcome in. Come on. I would never do that. If you haven't already, would you ever want to create or consider creating something inspired by fairy tales? Have we done something fairy tale related? I guess technically my lore is, but that was more of a proof of concept lore. Yeah, I don't have anything against it. Oh, we did the Hatter one. What's it called? Very Merry on Birthday. We did do Alice in Wonderland. Yeah. I was just looking, I was like, wait, didn't we do one? I like that one. That one is our second worst performing audio roleplay. So it's like, yeah, I definitely want to do more, but it's like, the audience will always tell you what they want with viewership. And time again, when we have pursued things that are either like incredibly heavy in topics, the fluff where it's just like, let me praise you and like shower you in compliments, or like emphasis on storytelling, they don't really do as well. They don't really do as well. So there's always like an important balance of finding like what will also impress the audience while also scratching certain itches. Like, I think a really good combination that we had of storytelling and like tantalizing or like enticing with topic was one of the ones that Fulgur and I did, where it's not really spicy at all. It's not even flirty. But both Fulgur and I are in like a fantasy setting, and we're talking about different ways on how to end a war, you know? And there's no spice, there's no kissing, there's no, like, the listener is the king and they get to decide how they want to end it. And that one did well, considering the subject, you know? And I'm really happy about that. And that kind of, like, I think sets a good precedent of, like, what are things that people would want us to continue doing in the future if we did pursue that line of storytelling. And that's kind of like, that becomes kind of like the new baseline of what we have to do. I love that one. I thought it was really fun. I do want to do more stuff with Fulgur in the future, if he's down. I know he's a very busy boy. He's a very busy boy, but I would very much like to hold his hand and potentially, you know, exchange, you know, lip presses to one another. I think that would be very fun. Your work helps me from being sad and comforts me through dark moments. And with finals coming, the ASMRs help me calm down and relax. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Sorry if that was a lot to read. Not at all. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. Anytime people are like, oh, your role plays helped me get through this scenario or helped me get through, you know, XYZ situation, something like that, it makes me genuinely very happy. Yeah, I just like knowing, you know? I do like the funny ASMR one too, like the one you did with Basil and Boo. That one was so fun. Halloween Forever, yeah, where we try and make a potion that makes it Halloween time forever. I think a follow-up to that one would be really funny if we tried to make it Christmas Forever or something like that, or someone did try and make it Christmas Forever. You know what I'm talking about? All I want for Christmas is you, baby. That was bad, but you get the idea. You, baby. I didn't open up enough for that. Oh well. I'm a little nasally right now anyway. Are you thinking about doing another haunted house ASMR? I don't know about specifically haunted house, but Nick and I are definitely going to do more in the future. It could be something in the same air quotes storyline that we're doing. But yeah. Your VA stuff is inspiring me to try as well. You should. You should try it. Everybody should be willing to chase their passions. You know? I'm actually considering doing sleep aid and getting ready for bed ASMR. Any advice? Ooh. No. I don't think I have advice. Because it's like, I've only done one. It is unfortunately not something that I have delved a lot into. I can give general like tips that I think might help for audio roleplay in general, but like, yeah, no, I don't know. I would have to do more myself, but as with anything that I'm unsure of, my biggest piece of advice or my biggest like recommendation would be to do research. Especially a good way to do it. Find ASMR or audio roleplay of sleep aid, of getting ready for bed that you enjoy. Because if you can find something that inspires you to want to make that type of content, try and do something that makes you proud in inspiration of that. One of the reasons I started cooking and baking in the first place was watching channels like Binging with Babish. I caught that back in like, God, it was like 2020 when COVID hit, and all of a sudden I was like, I'm gonna do a cooking and baking channel, and then I deleted the channel and no one can ever find it, but I baked a lot of things. But like you never know where you're gonna get inspiration from. So watching those things and making things that make you happy, and trying to find more in that regard helps a lot. Yippee! Yippee! Hi Roy, my first Roy Chiato stream. How are you? I'm doing well. Hi, welcome in Creo Misul. We're doing a bit of Q&A tonight. I'm answering questions pertaining to my audio roleplay channel. If you guys don't know, or if you guys are kind of just lurking, vibing, thriving, surviving, and you want to know more about my voice acting background, maybe how the process of the audio roleplays go, or if you just have questions about the near future of the audio roleplaying channel, feel free to ask in chat. No question's a bad question or a stupid question. I hold the right to change that decision later. Yeah, we're gonna be answering a lot of stuff. It's a lot of fun. I did see somebody ask before, any Christmas audios in mind? Yeah. Yes. What was the channel called? It's called Cup of Dusk Voices. You can get a direct link by typing !VA Victor Alpha in chat. As beautiful as the first light of morning can be against a blanket of undisturbed snow can be, those temps wouldn't be nearly as fun. No, they would not be. I agree. Have you ever made a script based on a weird dream before? No, it would be too horny. Like, weird dream script for me would be like, all right, Michaela, here's next month's NFW audio roleplay where I'm in, you know, a skin tight ninja suit and I can totally take on a duo of orcs. You know, I could totally take an orc while I'm wearing a skin tight ninja suit, you know? Michaela, write that down. Michaela, write that down. Write that down. You already should know what I'm referencing. Too horny type of dreams are you having? Listen, don't worry about it. In a fight, right? Anyway, what has been the oddest thing you found to be most helpful for voice acting? Ooh, maybe not the oddest, but definitely the most helpful. When I took lessons from Richard Horvitz, the thing that I carry with me the most from his coaching was when you voice act or when you act either, or even role play pretend and play pretend fully. You know, when I role play, unless my character's name is Roy, I'm not Roy. I'm whoever the character is in that role play. I am that character. I am that person. I am him. So it's not weird for me to say stuff that would normally be really cringe or really corny, or really creepy. You know, it's in my vocabulary to say that. It makes sense that I would say something like that. And it makes sense that I would say it in a certain inflection, at a certain way, you know? And I think that's probably like one of the best pieces of advice any voice actor or any role player or any actor should probably have is give yourself to the role, you know? Because if you don't, if you hold back, everyone's going to be able to tell that you're not willing to open up enough for the role, you know? You know what, Roy? No, we don't know, you know? Shut up. I say those a lot because audio stimming. Vocal tics, you know what I mean? See? Fuck me, man. Bro's dream is just 2 hours of him doing unspeakable great bed tussling. 2 hours. Two hours. Do you have a hand in editing your own audios? And do you have any tips for someone just learning how to edit their own voice? The short answer is no for the first part, but the complicated answer is yes. So how it typically works for the first question, Arctic, is Comfy Catboy, who is also my shorts editor and has been editing for me for almost 2 years. He does all of the audio engineering and all of the editing for the role plays, for the shorts. He adds sound effects, things like that. The thing about it is, a lot of it's just splicing audio together and adding subtitles. However, as we've gotten better as a group, as a collective, and I'm going to especially point at Michaela, myself, and Comfy, we've started adding more things into the audio role plays, like sound effects, background noises, echoes, reverberations, single side ear whispering, and things like that. And as we've gotten more comfortable with implementing those, all three of us kind of go, this is a good idea to put this here. Now, while I will say Comfy does handle 99% of all of that, there are definitely times, because I will listen to the audio roleplay before I approve it. Everything has to get final approval from me before we move on. You know what I mean? And I will always make suggestions. I will say, hey, can we do this instead? And if I need a second opinion because I think something doesn't feel right, or I think something could be improved, I'll go to Milky, I'll go to Michaela, I'll go to Kiza, I'll go to the team. You know, I'll ask for a second, third, fourth opinion. Because at the end of the day, these are all of our efforts being put in. And while I do have the final say, I trust my team. So makes me happy. So, that would be the answer of, do I have a hand? A little bit, but not a lot in the editing process. I do get to decide what is ultimately added and what is taken out, or if we need retakes, but yeah. And tips for someone learning how to edit your own voice. Everybody hates their own voice. I hate my voice, but I don't hate my acting. If that makes sense. Because I know everybody loves to like kind of jokingly but not jokingly ask, like, what do I do if I hate the sound of my own voice? Everyone fucking hates their own voice. You're not special. Get over it. We all hate our own voice. Go to Hayden Daviau, go to Alejandro Saab, go to Alex Lee, go to Crispin Freeman, go to Liam O'Brien, go to Matt Mercer. We all hate our own voices. Everybody does. You don't get over it. You just learn how to deal with it better. You just gotta deal with it. Just deal with it. Beverly said you're not, but you're not. I listen. Sometimes you need tough love. You really need that. Like, shut up. Oh my gosh. I hope that helps. Acting is reacting, and reacting takes perspective, taking an immersion in one's imagination. Yeah, absolutely. And then improv is the creation of the event, which is why it's a little bit different than acting, because acting is usually the reaction, but improv can be the creation of that scenario too. And when you can combine the two, it gets really fun. I love improv sometimes. I've read a couple books on I don't read. And I have read a couple books on improv and taken an improv class. So when I was learning dressage, to me, it's normal to think doing a pirouette. Your leg is the pole and he is the dancer. But if someone who was learning to jump, that would make no sense. Yes. Anyway, this is my idea for an ASMR. It's okay if you say no, but I just thought it would be a good idea. Bunny boy best friend does your makeup. The only reason I would probably not do that is because I'm not really going to be makeup inclined in my new look. And this is already the look that's being used on the audio roleplay channel. So like, I am leaning way more into my masculine side for the audio roleplay channel and for my new model, which should be debuting like February-ish. So yeah, I also don't know the first thing about makeup, so I would probably like jam the freaking mascara pen bullshit into your eye and then you'd be upset. April Fools, boyfriend tries to do your makeup and jams a freaking eyeshadow pencil into your fucking pupil and you go blind. Oopsies. Whoops. My bad, guys. Giving yourself to the role is exactly the first thing my theater teacher ever taught us. Well, there you go. Yeah. And Richard Horvitz does come from an acting background before his voice acting. So that's probably why he taught me it. Will we get any more reverse comfort ASMRs in the future? Maybe. That one, so I know we were just talking about things that did well versus didn't do well. The reverse comfort actually did like decently well. Wait, actually funny story. Let me pull it up. Where is it? The reverse comfort audio roleplay did better than the yandere roleplay, which is crazy to think about. Did better than the praise one, where like I'm your like boyfriend. You know, I guess people just really wanted to hear me scream. So, yeah, I mean, I'd be down for it. What's up, Nettie Owens? Are you excited for the holidays? Absolutely. I love the holidays. I will say I do get seasonal depression. I think like a lot of other people do. So that is always my least favorite part, because I always kind of get to the end of the year, and instead of being like, oh wow, I've made a lot of progress in the past year, it's, oh wow, I did not make as much progress as I wanted in the last year. I feel like a failure. So the holidays are generally a time where I get to at least like relax with my community or celebrate small things. Like on Christmas itself, I'm going to see Sonic 3. Christmas Eve, we're doing the Christmas movie watch party, which is going to be an all-day thing in Discord. A lot of stuff like that, you know? Bye, Mo. Take care. Ooh, I got a frog in my throat. Hold on. I think everything else love other people. Wait, I think everyone else loves other people's voices but their own voice. I felt it. Yeah, I mean, it's very true. It's very true. It just happens, you know? Makes sense. I'm thoroughly convinced my singing sounds like I'm strangling a cat, and family has yet to convince me otherwise. That's how I feel with my singing. I think my singing's trash. Well, I think I've gotten a lot better with my singing recently. I felt like I had a breakthrough, but yeah. Would you ever consider doing a reverse comfort panic attack comfort? No. I draw a line there. I am not a trained health professional, and Michaela, I know, feels exactly the same about this. I am not a medically trained professional when it comes to comforting people during panic attacks. And the last thing that I would want to do would be to give someone false information on how to handle that type of situation. I'm familiar with how you should respond if you're not trained in the situation. Like if you find someone in front of you that is having that happen to them. But the last thing I would want to do would be spread medical misinformation and then have it be a detriment to someone that is legitimately having a panic attack. Because holy crap, I have too many friends that have situations of like PTSD and just things like that, where they've suffered from panic attacks on occasion, and knowing that they go through that and knowing the things that they've been through, I cannot do that. Absolutely not. I would love to be able to do that and help people, but logistically, it's not safe for me to. Twonkara Roy, yeah! That's how I understood you were explaining the falling into a character. I've got a big horse background. Oh, there you go. Being bad at makeup is exactly what would make it funny. That would be funny. That's why it's called voice acting. True. February is my birthday month. Hope you're ready for Valentine's Day. Many reverse comfort fans want the catharsis of hearing someone break and cry or scream. I mean, I'm down for it, more of it. If people really want to hear me like scream out my demons, I'll fucking do it. It's gonna be fucking, I'll have to give you some material for that, Michaela. It's just, we did one not that long ago. If people still really want to reverse comfort and they would just want to hear me like break down and fucking cry, I'll fucking do it. Probably be cathartic for me too. You want me to cry? You want to piss my pants? You want to piss my pants and shit and cry? That's crazy. I watch reverse comfort ones, so we're not gonna question why it's a comfort video for me. It is for a lot of people, apparently. Excited for Sonic 3? Let's go. What's your favorite type of roleplay to voice act so far? Ooh. That's tough. Cause like, I have like a cheat answer. Cause it's like, I use a similar voice for like a couple different roles. because the personality is the same across them. So the voice that I use for like the You Can Beg series, which is like the villain, is the same kind of voice and inflection and personality that I use for the Choose Your Gift, which is the one I did with Mary, the gods one. So anytime I have like a position of power over somebody, like I am very clearly like above someone in a hierarchy, whether it be a god to them or I'm like infinitely more powerful than them, and I know that, and I'm able to kind of play around that dynamic. I love letting that come out in the way that I talk to them, because in obviously like the You Can Beg ones, like obviously, like, I'm the villain. I kidnapped the hero's sidekick. Of course, I'm going to taunt and tease them and maybe flirt a little bit, you know? However, with the Choose Your Gift one, the God one with Mary, that one was a lot more of like, well, yeah, of course we've seen humanity destroy itself before. Like, it happens. Like, the stupid backhanded comments that are probably like world-changing and shattering for the listener are like just another Tuesday for Mary and I. You know, and I love acting that mindset and personality. It's so freaking fun. Yeah, panic attacks are not fun. True. Absolutely. What's up, Woven Jackalope? Welcome in. I had a few panic attacks once, hated it. Brother had to calm me down. Yeah. I'll never write a script that involves full-on medical diagnosis, fake scenes and shit. Yeah, but therapy or legit medical advice. Yeah. Michaela gets me. We're on the same page there. POV 10 hours of Roy screaming because he's being brutally murdered. I had to do that once. I lost my voice the next day and I didn't even get the role. I was really upset. I auditioned for like, it was like a horror game and they needed Walla or like background characters essentially, like screaming because they were being killed. Oh my God. I had to do it in like, it was like an hour worth of screaming, like of death knells. And Purple talked to me about it after. He's like, are you okay? And I'm like, well, my voice hurts, but I'm fine. He's like, okay. It sounded like you were getting murdered. And I was like, I was. Yay. So I am still very, a little bitter about that I didn't nail that. Just because of like how much of myself I put into those. I like the personality, however, please don't put yourself at risk for our enjoyment. We love and care for your health. Oh, are you talking about like the reverse comforts? I mean, so here's the thing, and I know Michaela and I talked about it too. The one that Michaela wrote for me, I 100% disassociated for. That shit did not hit me at all. If we get into more stuff that is personal about my own life or personal about my own feelings, then I might like have a little bit of a mental breakdown, or I might have a little bit of an emotional snap and I might go off script. And Michaela will probably like, well, first of all, she'll probably let me go and do it because that's important. Just like whenever you hear about like, oh, this actor got so into the role, they just had to let them keep going. Like when fucking Leo smashed that glass in Django Unchained and they just kept the scene going because it was so freaking good. And everyone was like so shocked and baffled, you know, because he just slashed his hand open and he just kept acting through it. It's like that kind of same thing, you know. I did a thing as well with screaming for 30 minutes. I lost my voice for half a week because I got way too into it. Yeah. I feel that. That was really funny. Wait, I said this to Cotton. I don't think she heard me say it though. Or saw me say it, I should say, in chat. I was laughing because Kami and I recorded something recently together, and obviously Michaela was there. We were working on something together, and Kami like joking was like, yeah, it sounded like you were moaning during some of these lines. And I was like, yeah, it's the NSFW voice acting like coming through, because like you have to overemphasize so many things when you're NSFW voice acting to like emphasize like the pleasure and the enjoyment and the things like that. And I'm like, bro, it exhausts me. Michaela can tell you, like when we record the spicy content for Patreon, it's like 45 minutes And I come out of the session like drenched in sweat. I'm lightheaded. I'm dizzy. I'm stumbling. Like my speech goes from like when I'm talking like now to like, yeah, I think I'm gonna take a break. And it's like my oh my gosh, it's so funny, you know. I will say that something that I liked about your reverse comfort video was how it has a quality that can help to give to folks some new ideas on how to support people who are feeling down and out. I will say, and I didn't tell Michaela this because this was more of a viewer thing, and I knew that was the direction we were going for the reverse comfort thing. And I had a feeling because of the script and how I felt after recording it, which is why I never told her this either. Michaela, you're learning some stuff now too. If you want to take notes for another reverse comfort, I hate that calm down thing of take a breath with me for multiple seconds at a time. It pisses me off. It has the exact opposite reaction for me when people are like, hey, just take a breath, like calm down. I'm like, no, you don't fucking understand. Like, it does the exact opposite for me. So like with forced breathing exercises, I am fuming. It's why I can't go back to therapy. Therapy is so ruined for me because of a bad therapist. It's like that. But like I can act that. I'm totally fine with acting that out because I know that is important, and a good, genuinely good therapeutic breathing technique is really important. You know? Hey, Sarah, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Like, that shit does not... It does, though. It does for a lot of people, which is why I wanted to do it, and I was totally good with doing it in the context of the script. But, like, me, myself... I would have thrown a chair across the goddamn room. If someone came over to me, cut me off while I was talking and explaining, and, like, tried to, like, touch my face... like to try and like calm me down or shut me up, I would have fucking stood up and thrown that chair across the goddamn room. I would have broke that shit. I would have put a hole in the goddamn wall. Let me tell you. Royce the Wolverine confirmed. I'm more like Venom, I like to think. It's very actually. Angry rabbit. That's just me though. That's because I have trauma. And a lot of people don't have the trauma that I have. Which is why, again, at the end of the day, a lot of the stories that we tell and a lot of the role plays that we do are like things that we enjoy doing, but also for the benefit of the viewers. And I know how important and how good therapeutic breathing techniques can be for people. They're not for me, but they are for other people, which is why I always say, if you need help mentally, seek professional help. Go to therapy. I can't go back to therapy, but you should go to therapy. Everyone's different. For some people, grounding exercises work. For others, they don't. And for some, they might just have to scream and shout it out. That's usually me. I have to scream and like, I need like a physical manifestation of my own anger or depression or things like that. It's usually why working out helps me a lot. Like when I'm feeling frustrated or upset or depressed or angry or whatever it is. What does actually calm you down? Usually working out or being physical. If I'm having like a really, really, really bad day, I'll like punch my bed. Like I will just slam my fists down onto my bed. Scream fuck at the top of my lungs, you know, kind of thing. But I think it's important to find those types of things that can help you calm down and help bring you back from that edge of insanity or or of emotions that you can't control. Expressing them is incredibly important. Yeah, I feel like you have a type of outlet. Yeah. And I mean, let me tell you, working through a lot of these role plays, I've definitely worked out a bunch of different things. Michaela has been my therapy session without realizing it. Roy punching bed, screaming, fuck ASMR when? Listen, if I'm doing that, that's going to be on the spicy audios on Patreon exclusively. I see you, Michaela. You sneaky little bitch. Do you plan on doing more horror themed ASMR? Yes. I don't think I can say anything else besides that. Yes is the answer. I would genuinely love to make a whole goddamn audio roleplay series that is just like Welcome to Night Vale or some bullshit like that, and have friends be recurring guests that either get killed off or like are integral pieces to the plot, but are only there for like a few minutes. You know what I mean? Do like Betrayal at House on the Hill style. Yo, wait, that would actually be kind of sick. I heard Night Vale. Yeah, Welcome to Night Vale. That shit's dope. That shit's pog. Quit predicting my April Fool's script. Damn, that's crazy. No, I think that would be sick. I think the big thing though is time and money. Because if I did something like that was like horror themed roleplay, first of all, that's another, God, what is that? Like monthly script that Michaela would have to write me, which would be insane because she already does so much for me. I'd have to find a specific artist for that series specifically. I'd have to find consistent guests that I would be able to bring on. I would want way more creative control on something like that, and I'd have to do a lot of research into it to decide how I want things to go, and we would need to discuss how the ending is going to be. We discuss the beginning and we discuss the ending, and then we write out the audio role plays to get there. The grad cap has been completed. Nice. There you go. Love Welcome to Night Vale. Yeah. You hear your bun boyfriend stuck in bronze elo ASMR. Oh, fuck. So I had to take a break from League, man. League killed me. League fucking killed me. You know what you should do? You should make a series out of the haunted hospital video. Oh, you mean, I mean, technically that did get a follow-up with the haunted mansion one. Technically, the haunted mansion one is a sequel to the haunted hospital. If you haven't checked it out, be sure to do so. It has Nick Nocturne part of it. We're both hot and beefy. That one was so good. I think so too. POV, your bun boyfriend is stuck in a dryer and you gotta get him out. Can it be a washing machine instead? And then instead of getting me out, they just again, you know? April Fool's script spoiler, 16 minutes of silence followed by a random peaked audio clip of Roy yelling fuck, perfectly cut at the end of the video. That would be so funny. That would be so freaking funny. Can you imagine? You just come out and you're covered in suds. True. What the fuck, man? I asked you to pull me out of the washer and not put a load in me. Or just yelled at us being ready to do unspeakable horny things. That's crazy. I would never. Never ever in my life have I ever. Bun BF stuck in the dryer, but he accidentally turns the machine on. Yeah, that's funny. I activated my theorist brain with the haunted mansion one. So many questions. That one's all Michaela. That one's all Michaela. Michaela is the mastermind behind that one. I literally went, let's do a follow-up to the hospital and make it spooky. Go. Ugh. I need coffee. I need more coffee. Thank you. I hope that clears up my sinuses a little bit. I feel really congested tonight. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Was that egg ASMR ass sneeze? What? That's always how I sneeze. That's literally always how I sneeze. What? No one to this day can ping what the trio unleashed in that video. True. True. Love to see a horror ASMR that is spider themed. Ooh. That could be fun. Saw someone spice up a long distance relationship by chucking the phone into the machine and turning it on. That's funny. I like that. Are you a good hugger? That's why I go to the gym, to get better at hugging. I think I'm pretty good at hugging. I think I'm pretty goddamn good at hugging people. I give pretty good goddamn hugs. That's why I work out. I get better at hugging. I get better at hugging. Hugging and tugging. Something like that, right? But yeah, I think if I ever did like a horror series for audio roleplay, it would definitely be like a self-contained universe. And then it's the funny thing, because like we already have Bunny Bounce Club for just like, I don't know, being a host club, you know, Bunny Bounce Club, and it's, you know, we're all in bunny suits, and I get to, you know, gawk at my friends being so fucking hot, you know. And then the horror one, it'd be like that. But like I said, we'd have to find a specific artist for that. Like Michaela, I would be so much more involved, and Michaela would probably fucking hate me, because I would be like, no. We gotta, like, here's the story. This is what I wanted to do. Like, this is where I wanted to go. I did research on this, and I did this, and it was really good. But like, yeah, that's like, you know what I'm saying? I got a puppy for my birthday. When she yawns after a nap, it's so cute. Oh, we're trying to tug something a bit lower. That's crazy. Wild Whack Inflatable Arm Falling too, man. I was thinking that, thanks. Nah, dang, I got an ad. 07's in chat. 07's in chat. You better get you a new script writer with how busy I am, Bunny Boy. I'm gonna have time to listen to that. That's what I'm saying. Literally the only way I'd be able to do that kind of audio roleplay project is if all of a sudden the channel takes off to like 50, 60, 75K in like 2 or 3 months. And if it does, pog. Super pog. Love that. However, I'm also not crazy to like think of myself as like the greatest thing since sliced bread. You know? I ain't all that. I would have to work my ass off to make it work, which would probably mean the other audio roleplay stuff would suffer. All right, but Michaela, can we just do this with horror? Me, Bun Boy, why are you not under the desk? Get your ass back in there. Oh, my bad. Just go ahead and unzip your pants, you know? I'll just give you the Gluck Gluck 9000. Show you why they call me the throat goat. What's up, nothing special? Welcome in. I hope you are kicking butt. What? What do you mean? What's happened? What happened? Huh? You assume I wear pants when I work? Yeah, but it's funnier when you say unzip. You know? We're finding the Suckmaster 3000 and 3000. 9,000. Huh? The throat coat is good for more than just voice acting, apparently. True. I do need to buy some tea. I still own 0 tea. You guys know I don't have any tea except Earl Grey. I have so much Earl Grey, and I fucking hate Earl Grey tea. Chat, what did I just walk into? What? And the Chinese tea? I know. Someone literally linked it to me like 2 or 3 days ago because my throat hurt. I was literally like, my throat hurts. And they were like, have this Chinese tea. And I'm like, that's the one Michaela sent me. They're like, you should get it. I was like, oh. It's the good shit and tastes good. Yeah. You need the good tea. You mean coffee? Ginger and honey tea is usually good for sore throat. True. Real. I feel like I would probably drink more tea if I had more than just Earl Grey. But I hate Earl Grey. And I have so much of it. I got this like, before I moved to Texas over 3 years ago, I had this like giant pack of like variety tea. Like I had like chai, I had like green tea, I had like, you know, herbal. I had like honey, chamomile, you know, like I had so many different like random flavors, you know? And English breakfast, I also don't really like English breakfast much. It's okay. I'd rather drink coffee. And I drank literally everything else, and all I have left is Earl Grey and a couple English breakfast. And I'm just like, I'm a fan of green tea with ginger and honey. I've heard good things. Why not tea and coffee? I don't need both. I just like coffee. It's in my name. It's my namesake. Roy Chiato. Like a macchiato. Can recommend tea with peppermint in it. It's both calming and helps your throat. Plus, it's delicious to boot. I do like peppermint tea. I've had peppermint tea before. Yeah. Roy's nickname is the Boner Bun. You need some better names. There's so many better nicknames you could have called me. You gotta work on that one. Workshop a little bit more. Tip recommendation: blue pea flower tea. Steeps blue and changes color when you add lemon to it. Interesting. Tea called Lady Grey. Wait. The tea called Lady Grey, I made a joke. She divorced the Earl and made her own tea company. My grandma got a good laugh out of it. That's funny. I'm getting into making milk teas more and love it. Blueberry milk tea, black sugar milk tea, so good. I only had my first lavender tea when I was with Hayden. Yeah, they were very much like, hey, you should try this. And then I tried it. I had lavender tea. It was pretty good. I love green tea with mint. Well, I've never had green tea with mint before. It's usually green tea with honey or lemon or ginger or all three. The what? I don't know. I thought your nickname was Starhole. That's only to Iron Mouse. Only to Iron Mouse. But I don't talk to Iron Mouse, so that means nobody can call me Starhole. I wish. I want to play Marvel Rivals with her or talk about Power Rangers and Super Sentai. We know what kind of bunny milk we use in, you know? Is it whole milk? I hope so. That's the most flavorful kind of milk. I use fat-free, personally, because I don't need the extra fat, you know? My ass is already fat enough. My tits are already fat enough, you know? I'm not usually into chilled tea drinks, but there's this fruit-based one with bits of lychee and nata de coco I like. I have no idea what that is, but you said cocoa, so I'm hoping that it's like cocoa. Ever had a lavender and matcha latte? No, but that sounds pretty good. So good. I've got to make it from scratch. I believe in you. You're a dusk bunny. You can do anything. Whole milk? No, hoe milk. Hoe. Because I'm a hoe. For show. Why are you so dirty yet innocent at the same time? What do you mean? That's just me. That's just me. Lavender and rose tea is R so nice. Is R. Damn. R's Arcanum? We're playing Kingdom Hearts? 2%? 2% a hoe? That's crazy, curious. Crazy. Nata de coco is like a you lost me. Coconut jelly? I thought it was like chocolate. Like cocoa. Fuck. Well, fuck me. Never had lavender anything. Is lavender tea good? It's very fragrant, but it is very refreshing. It's very rich yet refreshing. I would not have more than one cup. Is this a coffee brewing stream? I just got here and I'm interested. No. We are answering questions pertaining to my voice acting background and audio roleplay channel. ! VA in chat. You can get a link to that. We just recently hit 24,000 subscribers. So we're kind of just making it a, hey, if you guys want to know anything, either from the past, the present, or the future of the channel, let me know. I'm doing my best to answer as many questions as I can. Something I did want to talk about. I want to pitch an idea to you guys. Now, I have an artist in mind for this already. I'm going to see if they're on board, because we had already kind of like jokingly talked about them being involved in something like in January. I like this idea. I want to see if they'll be on board with it. And that's why I'm not saying like this is what we're doing. I just want to see if you guys like the idea, you know? So, for the Patreon. This is for the spice enjoyers. This is for the spice enjoyers out there. The spice enjoyers. So an idea that I had, this kind of benefits everybody. One of the ideas I had to more regularly put out NSFW art, as well as obviously we're going to do more NSFW audio roleplay. I'm still trying to work out the logistics of that while also working on model preparation. But NSFW art-wise, something I was thinking about potentially doing for 2025. We do either monthly or twice monthly polls in the Patreon and in Discord. Probably on my NSFW Twitter and Blue Sky as well. But what we would do is we do polls of 4 different scenarios / settings. And the top voted one, or top voted 2 if I do bi-weekly. Top voted if it's monthly, top 2 if it's bi-weekly. Those get turned into NSFW art pieces. And it would be exclusive to Patreon for like a month, and then go on Twitter and Blue Sky after a month. I could be like, hey, this is from the prompt where you guys were like, yeah, we want Roy in a cowkini. You know? Or yeah, we want Roy in a sauna. You know? That was the idea that I had. I want to see if I was cooking, or am I crazy? Or like what is it? Incubus Roy again. That makes sense? Am I crazy, guys? Am I crazy? I feel like I'm crazy. No one's saying anything, and I feel like I'm crazy. Roy under the desk cable management. Listen, that's not what I'm doing under the desk. Let me tell you that much. Makes sense? Good. Listen, I just want to make sure I wasn't crazy. Y'all making me feel like I'm crazy out here. Crazily genius? You're not crazy. Thanks. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We're not saying anything because we agree. Oh. He's crossing wires, but it's not your house. What does that mean? I don't know. I'll talk to Michaela about it too. I'm sure she would love to see myself put in more provocative situations with her and the homies. Sparks flying, ayo. That's not the only thing that's gonna be flying. Insane, true. Stalk her Roy in your walls ASMR. Nah, we did a yandere one already. I know you put /J for joke, but it just bombed, you know? It did not do nearly as well as I expected it to. My audience does not want yandere stalker stuff, you know? What's up, Otho? Well, that's a big cable. I have to inspect it. Oh, it's so girthy. I'll have to use both my hands to grip it properly. It's crazy. What's up, Dash? Welcome in. Hope you're kicking butt today. Have you thought of doing an ASMR with Papa Mutt? No. So here's the thing. Usually, I ask people when I have ideas or concepts, or at least something that goes into like their background or like the character they play. Papa Mutt's not a voice actor and he doesn't role play him unless he's playing like Warhammer and things like that. So I'm like, I don't know what I would do. I fucking love Papa Mutt, but I feel like it would be like him and I screaming at each other, and that would be the role play. Hey, Papa Mutt, can you help me in the kitchen? That would be a funny April Fool's one. Papa Mutt, can you help me in the kitchen? Yeah, sure. And everything's on fire 5 seconds later. He's very what you see is what you get. Oh, I love him. It doesn't matter if it's, you know. And that's not to put him down or anything like that. I fucking love him. He's a masterclass entertainer. I aspire to be as good at yapping as he is someday. You know? That would be a funny one. I'm sure we could look into something like that. Just a joke ASMR with him. It'd be very funny. We'd do it on April Fools, and it would be, instead of Papa Mutt, it would be Papa Man. And it'd just be the human version of Papa Mutt. Because that'd really be an April Fool's joke, you know? You're already good at yapping? I don't know about that. I'm still studying Yaponomics. Be a great April Fools. I think so too. I think that'd be really funny. That's where I think Papa Mutt would be great. Or something like that, you know? I think he would be fantastic for that type of storytelling. But until I can do something like that, I just don't know what I would do with him. And if he approached me and he was like, Roy, I have this idea, I'd fucking heartbeat. It is hard sometimes to balance how many people want to do role plays with how many things I want to put out and how many ideas I have, while also trying to come up with things that I think will do well for the channel and help grow. Because, like, at the end of the day, I need to think about what will also grow the channel so I can continue to pay the people that work with me. Timed exclusivity before public release is a tried and true model for NSFW. Thank you, Spaz. I'm glad somebody commented on that, because not a single person said anything. I thought it was a good idea, and when I did a little bit of research when I came up with the idea, it seemed like a good idea. But like I said, I don't know. I need to make sure that the artist is on board for it first, and if they are, got him. You know? Ugh. And doing the polls, I figure, will probably help make it so the Patreon users feel more in control of the content that they are paying for. That's always my biggest fear, is that I don't offer enough content on Patreon, which is ironic because I haven't put out an audio roleplay, an NSFW audio roleplay, in like a month and a half now, because we're so focused on getting the model up. And I've been very transparent about that. I was like, hey guys, I want to be completely transparent with you all. NSFW audio roleplays are probably going to get delayed for a while. I'm working on stuff in the background. We have some recorded, but the new model has to take priority. We went up in patrons after I put that out. So it's like, whoa, communication. That's crazy. Will we get another lore video after your new model comes out? I don't know. I want to, but as soon as I came up with an idea and I started like typing like the first line, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I have too many other projects that I'm working on that I cannot justify working on another lore thing right now, and too many other behind the scenes things that I'm working on too. Hey, thank you so much for the raid. Hey, welcome in, raiders. I do not know how to pronounce your name. I do apologize. Wait, is it Abunity? Abunity? That's why it's Rabbit Raid. Ooh, Rabbit Riot. Welcome in, raiders. My name's Roy. You got it? Let's go. I am him. Welcome in, raiders. My name's Roy. I'll be your bunny host for today. I specialize in voice acting, and I do a bunch of collaborative chaos with my friends. Right now, we're talking about my audio roleplay channel, my voice acting background, and things of that nature. If you have any questions pertaining to any of that, how it was in the past, how it is in the present, or how it will be in the future, or you just want to know things about how the process goes, please feel free to join us and ask. We just hit 24,000 subscribers on my voice acting channel. ! VA in chat. Go check it out. Rabbit Riot, the rest of it, you are him. Damn right. How was your stream tonight? What were you up to? You ever wind up putting yourself into a scenario where you have multiple ideas and don't know what one to do first? Yes, absolutely. That's usually where Michaela comes in. We've had that happen so many times where we have to literally just go, how can we spread these out to be bangers, and kind of like space out the bangers, because you don't want banger after banger after banger, because then it sets a precedence of quality, and sometimes you have a banger, sometimes you know you don't have a banger, and spacing them out is like, I'm doing this because I enjoyed it, or I'm doing this because I think the audience will enjoy it, and you know. So we've definitely had to space things a little awkwardly sometimes, especially collabs. Like doing too many collabs is always a little weird. But I'm kind of in that position now where I'm like, I'm the collab guy because I like working with my friends. So what's up, young man? What's up, Jules Snake? What's up, Improbusver? Improbusver? I'm butchering that, but hey, Steeric. Yippee! I'm not on Patreon, so I didn't want to speak what patrons do. Hey, you're good, Kayla. Yeah, I appreciate you. But yeah, we were also talking about the Patreon because I do offer spicy content on the Patreon. We're talking about doing art ideas there. Specifically, what was it? Either bi-weekly or monthly, having like a poll for people to vote on a scenario of art that they want to see. If the artist is down for it, we will make it happen. If the artist is down for it. I'm so tired right now. I don't know what about your stream is just making it so relaxing. I appreciate that. Thank you. Abundity, what were you up to tonight? Art time. Well, I gotta make sure that the artist that I have in mind is on board because I do love their art. And I would love to get more stuff from them in that realm. But I'd have to make sure that they'd be okay with it being monthly exclusive on Patreon. And then after a month, it going live to Twitter and Blue Sky. Something like that, you know? Had a chain together collab and then Fall Guys who are answering the questions. That, first of all, that sounds fun, but also very stressful. I hope you had a great time. The answering the questions is going pretty well. I am very low energy and my brain feels like mush tonight. It has been a very long week. It has been a long month. It has been a long year. So I'm just happy to talk to people, and I'm glad that this silly idea of an audio roleplay channel where I just really wanted an excuse to practice my voice acting and get better has turned into something this big that I can celebrate with my community and with my friends. And we even put out a new audio roleplay today with Cottontail VA. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, !VA in either YouTube chat or in Twitch chat. You'll get a link to the channel. You can go check it out. It's, I think, just under 20 minutes. It's a pretty good time, especially if you guys like onsens. It's fun. What's up, Dino Lord Luca? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're kicking butt. Ooh. Ooh. Do you guys have any other questions for me? How do you come up with ideas, especially with friends involved? This is a really funny answer. So I don't think anyone's actually asked directly how do I come up with ideas. Genuinely, it can come from the stupidest things. It could be from like an offhand comment. It could be from a video I saw on YouTube. Michaela could pitch me the idea. Michaela is, of course, my scriptwriter and director and an amazing, talented, skilled voice actress in their own right. You know? Bunsen, it is. Yeah, it's Cottontail and I. It's very fun time. I love onsen and steam rooms and saunas. I just love like steamy, sweaty rooms. I don't know what it is about them. I love those settings. But yeah, anytime like I could see a YouTube video idea, I could have a dream idea. Someone could say like an offhanded comment in Twitch that has nothing to do with like what's actually happening in the stream. And I'm like, wait a minute. Say that again. That's kind of how the Bunny Bounce Club came to be. I think someone like made a joke about putting my friends in bunny suits, and I was like, wait a minute. I can do that. You know? The best ideas are always random. I'm trying to think of like some of the ideas that I recently pitched to Michaela. Some of them were like a combination of, let's see. Someone requested it. We had already worked on it. Michaela's idea, my idea, also my idea. Ongoing series, combination idea, potentially sequel, definitely sequel. So it's like, there's always like really cool bits of inspiration that you can get from like random places. And I think being willing to be inspired is a big thing. And because like Notepad is literally, you know, Windows key R and then type Notepad and then I can type out whatever I need. It's as simple as that. So, hey, thank you so much for the raid. What's up, Panda Hero Rue? Is it Rue or Row? Row, fight the power. One of the two. Welcome. I hope you're having a fantastic night. Welcome to the stream, everybody. My name is Roy. I'll be your bunny host for today. I specialize in voice acting. I do a bunch of collaborative chaos with my friends. More importantly, tonight I'm answering questions about my voice acting channel, Cup of Dusk Voices. So if you guys want to know anything about the past, present, or future of the channel, or just check it out, well, pull up a chair, kick up your feet, ask some questions. Rue, as in French word for red. I'm a red panda. So it's Rue? Like R-O-O? Rue? What's up, Mystic the Mannequin? Thanks for 13 million months. I appreciate you. 13 months would be perfect if this had been yesterday. Damn my GMD time zone. Oh, it's still the 13th for me. That's kind of funny. Like Kanga and Rue from Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Perfect. Well, thank you. I hope you had a great stream. I love red pandas. They're so cute. And I had someone calling them trash pandas recently. And I was like, that's raccoons. Red pandas are not trash pandas. Trash pandas are raccoons. And they're not even pandas. I don't know why we call them that. I will not be compared to a raccoon. Raccoons can be cute too. It all works out in the end. It do. I hope you're kicking butt tonight. Red pandas aren't even pandas. True. Red pandas are way more adorable. Have you seen Snuffy? Snuffy's pretty adorable. I'm just saying. I don't really know them though. We're not even mutuals. Feeling EP, so I might head out. Hey, no worries. We're probably gonna keep going for a little while longer. So we are still hanging and vibing, as it were. If you're my cats, will eat me, so I must feed them. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for bringing all your viewers over here, and hope you get some good rest and feed those cats. I love raccoons. They have such small hands to hold to hold my hands. Oh, that's good. But yeah, guys, any other questions that you want to know pertaining to the voice acting channel? Actually, I am curious. When is the next? I think somebody asked me about the next episode of Rot. Why don't we record that? That should be soon. I'm pretty sure the next episode of Rot comes out soon. Soon. Like not TM soon. It was Grebbles. I can't believe Grebbles left. I can't believe Grebbles hates bunnies. That's crazy. He just absolutely hates bunnies. Thanks, Darren. I appreciate it. Wow. So bun-phobic, so true, so real, actual factual. Yeah, I'm trying to think of if there's anything else, like, especially that I want or need to talk about with the channel. I mean, like, I think the cool idea for the Patreon art is going to be really fun if I can get that to work. Somebody said on, oh, I wonder if there's any comments I can read from YouTube. Someone said at this point, just do a 2-hour Twitch hot tub stream. I'd invite Cotton for that. I'd have to wait for my new model though. That way I have a shirtless toggle, you know? What are your future plans in terms of content for the VC channel? Oh, did you just mean VA? Voice acting channel? Like what kind of role plays in general if you can't reveal exact ideas? I think just more of like kind of what we've been doing. And that might sound like, oh, okay, it's just more of the same. But more of what we've been doing in terms of like new ideas, fresh faces, collabs with friends, and constantly pushing me to be a better voice actor. In the past, like couple of role plays, I feel like I hit something, you know? I feel like, especially last night, working on, you know, next week's audio role play, I genuinely feel like I had like a moment where things kind of like clicked. And it was like a really weird moment, and I didn't realize it until afterwards. You know what I mean? And I thought about it after the time we finished recording. I was just like, man, I don't know, something about it just felt really good. And it's funny because I was thinking about it, and I couldn't help but go back and think to the time that I recorded with Alpha Aniki and Scylla Aria, and I was like, did they influence me? Is that why it like? Is that why it felt better? Because I felt myself kind of mimicking some of their better practices after working with them, and I only just now realized that. That could be cool. Any chance of an audio with Vex? Like Vexoria, the Sun Eater? I was actually talking about her earlier tonight. I would love to. I think it would be super fun. But I have no idea what I would do. A couple of people mentioned doing a Naga like style audio roleplay. I would only ever do that if it was with Vex, and that's what I said. But I mean, if Vex wants to do something fun in terms of like, you know, you and your bun coworker get in trouble with the snake boss at Snek Corpa, I would do that. I just subbed to your voice acting channel. What is your ultimate goal for voice acting? I mean, do you plan to go professional? Yes, absolutely. I genuinely plan and hope to, and I'm working towards going professional, and especially making it a living and making it my career and things like that. And I'm actively working towards making that happen. Part of the reason why I created the audio roleplay channel in the first place was specifically so I could keep getting practice. I mentioned this earlier in the stream. I think this was like right at the beginning, so I'm not surprised people probably missed this. I talked about when I was working with Hayden specifically on the channel on different projects, that they were helping me very much with not only my demo reel, but trying to point me in the right direction for like classes, and they were trying to help me like find auditions and things like that. But like, I felt stuck because when you're auditioning constantly and it's just like casting calls from Twitter, it kind of feels like you're not making progress. And it felt like that for like 6, 9, maybe even 12 months. And I genuinely, like, I remember genuinely getting angry with Hayden and being like, hey, this is not against you, but I'm pissed because it feels like I've spent so much time and I've made zero progress. And I have this awesome demo reel, and all I'm doing is, you know, responding to like Twitter, you know, whatever. Like, how do I get better? You know, how do I improve if people won't give me a chance? And like, what can I do aside from just taking classes? And eventually it turned into, well, if no one's gonna hire me for anything, if no one's gonna cast me in anything, I'm gonna do it myself, and I'm gonna start my own projects, and I'm going to improve and get good enough and improve enough that people will want to cast me in things. And Hayden definitely pushed me into doing things like that. And of course, Hayden was the one that introduced me to Michaela, so I owe a lot to them and a lot to Michaela. Crab Jail, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. My name's Roy. I'll be your bunny host for today. I specialize in voice acting, and I do a bunch of collaborative casts with my friends, but more importantly, I'm answering questions tonight about my voice acting channel, the Cup of Dusk Voices, or Cup of Dusk Voices, ! VA in chat if you want to go check it out. I'm answering questions about the past, present, and the future of the channel, so if you want to know anything, pull up a chair, kick up your feet, and let's have some fun. Hi. Sorry, I'm late. What did I miss? A lot of questions, Ace of Spades. Welcome to the stream. Oh my gosh. I've got to get to bed. Take care, Aaron. Thank you for hanging out. If you can tell us, without going into detail if needed, what's a future project you look forward to for a reason of your choosing? Ooh. I think it's just a silly one for like not an amazing reason, not a great reason, but the reason I'm excited about this future project is it is with a person that I don't think of being traditionally lewd or spicy or flirtatious. And this audio roleplay between us is going to be flirtatious and spicy. And potentially have a kissing scene. which the notion of that and being able to push them to make that kind of content with me is very exciting. And it doesn't even like it. I think it's because it's that person. Like, we don't even have a script for it yet, but we know that that is what it's going to be, and they've already agreed and given permissions for it and everything. And it's kind of just one of those things of, oh, I can't wait to see how they'll handle this situation. You know what I mean? So, I think I saw somebody else ask this before too, and I think I just answered the Vex one first because I think Spaz asked about Vex. I think someone asked about, would I ever want to do an audio with Chiato? Absolutely. I love Chiato. Chiato was a massive inspiration for me to get into VTubing in the first place. He probably does not remember me. I used to hang out in his chat a lot back when I first got into VTubing because he was still a PNG tuber. So I was looking to him for inspiration. And yeah, I mean, I used to hang out in his Discord when he was playing Final Fantasy 14, and I'd just kind of chill there and, you know, play Dancer and whatever. But like I said, we never really got to interact. We're not mutuals. We're not friends. I would love to be. I'd love to work with him on audio roleplay projects. I think it would be super fun. But he has no idea who I am. So one day it would be amazing to work with Chiato on audio roleplay. And I would love to show him what I'm capable of, voice acting wise, and show him and a lot of other people, not just Chiato. I'd love to show tons of people that I am good at what I do and that I'm worth the time. I'm worth the investment, you know? Is it feasible? If it's feasible, would you consider doing voice commissions if somebody approaches you, even if it's an indie work or small project? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. I'm doing some projects that are what's it called, free, you know? Sometimes payment isn't the only reason to take a project. Sometimes if the project really interests me enough and they're like, hey, we can't pay you, but like we'll give you credit for it, obviously, then I'd be like, hell yeah, I'm in. The two projects that I've gotten so far that I've been credited for, the first one is for a YouTube series, and I'm incredibly excited to be part of that. They were the first group to like give me a chance with that kind of thing. And funny enough, the first series that they gave me a chance with is not out yet, but the second one is, and that's the East Patch. So we recorded a whole other project which isn't out yet, but the second thing that they gave me is out. So that's why I say they were the first ones. They gave me something. And then I recently announced that I was background voices in an anime called Isekai Onsen Paradise, which is super cool. I was able to announce that and, you know, retweet it and interact with that. I don't tend to like advertise who I am IRL, but like if you look at my Twitter or my Blue Sky, you'll see the retweet announcements because I retweet it. But I wanted to wait until I had more roles under my belt, like a couple, before I made like an announcement of like, hey guys, if you hear me in like anime or projects, this is me, kind of thing. I didn't want to do it with just two. I wanted to wait until I had like a handful. You moved up the ladder. I'm trying my best down here. You know what I mean? Funny idea. What if you did a voiceover work for a VTuber debut trailer? You make it sound like a 90s movie narration of the announcer from Powerpuff Girls. The city of Townsville is under attack. Something like that. Just a little less harsh. The city of Townsville. Have to be, what is it? Transatlantic? Is that the fucking phrase? Transatlantic? The city of Townsville. Will the Powerpuff Girls be able to defeat their nemesis? Find out up next on a new episode of The Powerpuff Girls. It'd have to be something like that, which is funny because that's also the announcer voice for Korra in like The Legend of Korra, what they would introduce for like the episodes. That's what I think of. But yeah, I would absolutely do something like that. Honestly, why don't VTubers get narrated VTuber debut trailers if you put it in that way? I don't know. Everybody wants different things, you know? I'm not doing lore or like a massive like put together show for mine. I'm still kind of debating what I even want to do for mine. I don't even know if I'm doing merch on my 4.0 debut. I kind of want to, but like, I got to start thinking about that now, which is frustrating because like I want to do merch, but I have no idea what to do. Probably, I probably should start talking to people about doing merch. When's the last time we had merch? like a while ago. It's been a minute. It's because I kept thinking like we were close to debut, and I was like, I don't want to release a new, merch wave and then like bam, debut, new merch kind of thing. Acrylic stand is a classic. If that, oh, I love acrylic stand. Yeah, acrylic stand would be it. I would probably do a poster, probably do stickers, probably do keychain, and that would be it. Ooh, market seems reputable. Good. Your size seems to be adequate to work with them. Oh, I've worked with them before. I've worked with 2 people for merch. One was with Kawa Entertainment, which was when I debuted this outfit. And then the second one was, I don't remember what specifically the occasion was for. It may have just been for a let's just do a merch drop thing. And then I worked with Ooh Market for that, Mouse pad, noodle topper figures, croc charms, sky is the limit. What the heck? Croc charms. Hope you're okay today. What's up, Mango Monochrome? Hope you're doing well. When are you going to take a break? You've been working so hard for us. I don't stream on Saturdays and Sundays, so that's the plan. That's the hope. I might take some extra time off next week though, just because I've been feeling a little bit bogged down. But I also know like we're like a week away from the holiday season, because like I'm not streaming on Tuesday the 24th because we're gonna do the Discord movie marathon. I'm not streaming on Wednesday the 25th because it's Christmas. I think I'm streaming on the 26th. I'm definitely streaming on the 27th, and I'm gonna try and stream on the 23rd. But it's like I know there's gonna be a lot of time in that like holiday space where I'm like not able to. Oh, I might have some ideas for merch. I've made my own stuff before. Oh, I mean, like, I'm sure I could come up with some ideas. I think it's less of like, oh man, I have no idea what to do, and more like I'm so overwhelmed with all the other decisions that I have to make. How about with your ASMR channel? Oh, I mean, I can. What if we had SNL for VTubers but better? I tried to do that. It was really hard, and it did not do what I wanted it to do, unfortunately. So, do a killer talk show. I appreciate that. I tried to do it. I bit off more than I could chew, and that was a very really big reality check for me. Almost as big of a reality check for Pixie. With the rain, hi. Hi, Pixie. What's going on? Hi. Welcome in, everybody. My name's Roy. I'll be your bunny host for today. I specialize in voice acting, and I do a bunch of collaborative chaos with my friends. We're having a pretty chill Zatsudan kind of night, so if you guys want to come vibe, thrive, and survive with us, I'm answering questions about my audio roleplay channel and voice acting career so far. If you guys are curious about it, check out the roleplay channel, !VA in chat. We just hit 24,000 subscribers on that channel. So we're just talking about the past, present, and future and answering any questions that people might have. So pull up a chair. Let's have some fun. Big C, how was your stream? It's always good to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's huge. Thank you. Not 50K yet, like someone here, but I'm working on it. I gotta pick your brain about that. I went to check out your channel. Your thumbnails are so freaking good. You'll get there one day? Oh, hell yeah. It was great just visiting viewer islands in Animal Crossing. Wait, Pixie. I just started playing Animal Crossing. Day 2 of my Animal Crossing journey was yesterday. I just started playing it. It's my first time playing. It's really fun so far. I'm really enjoying it. I have pears on my island. Yeah, it's fun. Yo, let's go. Animal Crossing is nice to come back to after feeding it in 2020. I didn't play it at all. Like, when I say it's my second time playing, it's my second time playing Animal Crossing ever.
was yesterday. Like I'm that new to Animal Crossing. I just avoided it because I didn't think I was gonna enjoy it. I avoided like a lot of like cozy farm style games, you know? Never get too late to get into a game. I think the big thing, and this is actually really funny, I'm sure you can kind of relate to this and take a little bit of credit for it. I think it's Minecraft that did it to me. Cause like for the longest time, I was avoiding things like Minecraft and Stardew Valley and Fields of Mysteria and Animal Crossing because I was like, nobody wants to see me do those. Like everyone else does those. Like what am I gonna yap about? Like it's just gonna be like boring gameplay and me like talking about like my day or talking about hot men or something like that. And as soon as you got me into Bounce like a year ago, I've had like not only Minecraft fever, but I've had like cozy game fever, and I've only in the past like 2 months have I finally been like addressing it. And let me tell you, Pixie, Cobblemon was not enough. I want to fucking play more Minecraft. I fucking need a Minecraft server to play on, Pixie. When's the next Noomcraft? When's the next Pixelmon? When's the next Cobblemon? Pixie, I'm fucking dying out here. Help me. Oh my god. I'm screaming. When are you playing Infinity Nikki? Oh, isn't that like an MMO or something? I have no idea. I can't last. I'm making a Cobblemon server for my subs. What the skibbity? Oh, that's crazy. Guys, thank you for the follows. If you came from Volpe's raid, I appreciate it. Thank you. But yes, I would love to pick your brain sometime very soon about YouTube stuff. Because you seem to be doing very well with it, and I kind of gave up on making videos for my channel because I was just suffering for a bit, but my audio roleplay channel is going pretty well, bet. Hell yeah. I'll even bring coffee and maybe we can hold hands or do that dance that we do in Minecraft. I can't remember, something banana. The banana dance. I don't fucking remember what it's called. Yes to both, thank God. Listen, guys, I'm fumbling it. Guys, this is negative Riz. Don't be me. Try Terra Firma Greg. I heard it's fun and simple mod pack. Ooh. Open world and they give you everything you need in the game. Oh, it's a dress up game. Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I'm also gonna be real. I've been a little addicted to Marvel Rivals recently. Like, when stream's over tonight, I'm probably gonna play Marvel Rivals. I'm probably gonna play some goddamn Marvel Rivals. Let me tell you. I'm probably gonna play some Marvel Rivals. Say Marvel Rivals is so much fun. I am a Venom main, which surprises me. I thought I was gonna be a support main, but a lot of people like playing support, which is kind of surprising. I was playing Adam Warlock before I was playing Venom, but now I'm a Venom main. So, yeah. 2 questions. 1, would you consider doing audiobooks? Absolutely. If the opportunity to open itself up to you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm totally open to all types of audio work. 2, do you have an Oshi mark? Yeah, it is a cup of coffee. Should be really easy, right? Cup of coffee? Because Roy Chiato, like a macchiato. Get it? I'm a Cloak and Dagger main so far. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Venom is so fun. He's so simple, but so effective because his kit is so strong. I will say, I experienced it today. High mobility characters are very hard for him to deal with. Like, Iron Fist was jumping my back lines, and I was like, okay, let me peel for them and like help them deal with him. Bro, I was tickling him. He was getting maybe hit with like one of the 6 tendril shots. Bro, I could not hit him to save my life. It was hard. Hey, take care, V Chimera. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Well, Pixie rated 2B. Hi, welcome in. I think Thor and Cap are really solid for anti-dive stuff. I think so too. Cap is like a great backline tank. because he can help the team kind of like stabilize, and his shield deflects things. I think Cap is like a good like middle of the road. I think Doctor Strange is like an S tier tank. I think Magneto is also like an S tier tank, or is S tier if you have Wanda on your team. You know, Scarlet Witch. Iron Fist can go kick rocks. I hate him so much. Yeah, he's rough. Question: is Michaela the only one that writes scripts for the ASMRs? Yes. I have not worked with a single other person when it comes to scripts for the audio roleplays. I did have Hayden write one, and we did post that one, but that was more of a proof of concept one, and then we shifted over into Michaela. So yeah. Good question. What's up, Arkwood? Welcome in. I hope you're kicking butt. Welcome, welcome. We are talking about the audio roleplay channel. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns about the past, present, future of the audio roleplay channel or my voice acting background, please let me know. I will do my best to answer it to the best of my abilities. I'm trying to think if there were any. Oh, I can take questions from the what's it called? From the post I made. Somebody, Ventikun asked, does your avatar have its own lore? What do they mean? Oh, do they just mean Roy? Like me? I mean, I do have a lore video that Michaela and I first kind of like constructed with the new design. And that was something that we were, we kind of worked on in the background as kind of like a proof of concept lore idea, or for like a simple explanation as to why I look so different. And I very much like it. I very much like the idea, but like, listen, I would love to expand it further. If Marriott would ever want to animate it, I'd love to do that. But yeah, we do have the story already. It is there on the channel, you know? Pixie has a lore video on her YouTube. Oh, nice. Good to know. Yeah, Pixie's great. I love her. She's been a really good friend to me. We've added a lot of point redemption since the last time I dropped by the stream. There's a lot, yeah. Who's your voice acting mentor? I mean, I have a bunch. I think it's just I have a lot of friends that are more learned and more practiced in voice acting than I am. So I ask their opinions a lot and look to them for guidance. Like Michaela is obviously a huge one. Hayden is a big one. Jonah is a big one. Rye is a big one. They just help. You know, there's a lot of people that I'm very fortunate enough to have having my back. And then I've of course taken classes from people. I always say that Richard Horvitz was one of my my voice coaches, because I took a couple classes from him for a few months, and he taught me a lot, and I still hold a lot of those lessons very dearly. And I think I grew a lot from working with him. So stepped away for a minute and came back to something about lore. It sounded nice. Oh, so somebody on my YouTube channel asked if my avatar had its own lore, and I'm assuming they just mean me. And I do have a lore video on the audio roleplay channel, and it's like a little bit different than the normal roleplays that we do. And it didn't perform too badly. I was actually very happy about that. But yeah, it was kind of just a proof of concept lore idea that was supposed to be a good reason for me to go from what I look like right now to the new Roy. And yeah, I'm really happy with the finished product. I think Michaela really nailed a lot of the themes that I had asked for. It felt very Kingdom Hearts at times, which was really funny. But it's like almost Alice in Wonderland, but also the whole idea of like feeling really burnt out with life, or really burnt out and bored. So like a new opportunity presents itself, and it's magical and mystical and wonderful, and you tumble down the rabbit hole to find this new wonderful opportunity waiting for you, and you take it, and that's where we are now. We took that opportunity, and I'm hoping that it opens a lot of doors, just like it did metaphorically in the roleplay. So yeah. And then they also asked where in my home would be the best place to record for privacy, etc. Example, a closet, basement, or renting out a public storage and soundproofing it. Oh God. Renting out public storage and soundproofing it sounds like a nightmare. That doesn't sound fun at all. I'm gonna head to bed. 99. Yeah, take care, Winter. Have a good night. I think a tightly packed closet with like a lot of padding, and a lot of like packing in it is always like a good place, you know? If you live like with other people, if you know, have roommates, if you live with your parents, you live with your family, you're always gonna struggle with privacy. I don't know what to tell you. That's just gonna be what it is. But if you're looking for a place that has good sound quality, I would always recommend places that are densely packed and small. So like closets are like the best example. So if it's like a closet that has a lot of linen in it, or like blankets or pillows or padding, or if you can add any of that to it, do it. I think that would be great. So I'll probably reply to that later, you know? Do you have any software for noise cancellation like Crisp? Nah, I don't use any of that. I actually don't think I have any filters or anything. I think I have a Go XLR. I think all I did was mess with like levels, like for equalizing, my gate, and my gain. And I think that's it. Oh, I just realized my mic has been low this entire time. Let me increase the volume real quick. Watch this. Windows keeps lowering my mic's volume and I have no idea why. It was at half. That should be way louder, I would imagine. I just thought of checking that. Do you have a favorite anime voice actor, English dubs? Johnny Young Bosch is usually my answer for that. Johnny Young Bosch is an amazingly talented voice actor and actor in general. He's one of my favorites. I loved him as Adam in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Power Rangers Zeo, Power Rangers Turbo, and just Power Rangers in general. Yeah, I just always loved him. In anime and video games, he's been Nero in Devil May Cry. He's Lelouch v Britannia in Code Geass. He's Ichigo in Bleach. He is Vash the Stampede in Trigun. He's a lot of great characters, you know? I love Johnny Young Bosch. I wish that I could meet him again and just tell him how much of an influence he's been to me. Because I did get to meet him in Power Rangers cosplay, and I got to talk to him and be like, I don't think you know how much of a, you know, of an influence you've been to me. And I was talking about the perspective of being a Power Rangers fan before I got into voice acting, you know? He's also Gyu in Demon Slayer. Yeah, he is. Oi, Roy, finished watching your Power Rangers playthrough on YouTube, but really happy to see how much you guys enjoyed playing the new game. It was so fun. Oh my God, I loved it so much. There was definitely a couple of things, Super Mang. It's just, there are a few things that I think could have been improved. I think like online could have been better for day one. You know what I mean? But I had fun with the game. I have to use Chris mostly because my cats like to yell while I stream. Oh, I hear that. Zeus was awesome voicing all the characters. She was insane. She had so much range. Oh my gosh. I love that. I had so much fun with that stream. Like genuinely. It was just such a good time. I was so shocked and so happy with how it went and how we all did and how we all functioned and everything like that. And just the fun time with it, you know? I had a blast. I'm glad that we all got to hang out together and put on a good show. Yeah. So this was awesome. This is Rita impression was crazy, right? So true, so real, so actual factual. Oh my goodness. Any other questions you guys have? I know somebody else said, I need some advice on how to do an ASMR channel. What do I need for the equipment? Also, do you have any plans for the holidays? Equipment wise, I mean, just an XLR mic. Like, mic is always going to be important, but environment is almost always more important. Because you can make, like, a shitty mic will sound better in a good environment than a great mic will sound in a shitty environment. You know? If you haven't answered already, what was it that made you decide I want that for VA work? Oh, like to go for it professionally? I don't know. I'm trying to think of like the exact moment. I know the moment I fell in love with voice acting was very ironically, I'm gonna skip this song. Very ironically was because of Critical Role, which I know is probably a very common answer nowadays, but like I fell in love with Critical Role from like the first couple of episodes when they first started airing on Twitch, when they were still with Geek and Sundry. And I'm talking like campaign 1 airing. And watching them play Dungeons and Dragons, and then going from that and going, man, they really make me want to play Dungeons and Dragons. And then I went to my local hobby shop. This was before COVID. This was back in like 2015. I went to my local hobby shop and started playing Dungeons and Dragons. I learned how to play. I learned how to role play. I learned the rules of 5e. And I kind of just went from there. And then eventually I became a DM and started learning how to role play more and play with rules and play characters and write and things like that. And eventually I got more into streaming. And I didn't really use those skills in streaming. But eventually I started playing some visual novels on stream, specifically Ace Attorney. And then when I was doing Ace Attorney, I voiced every single character. Every single character I voiced on stream for Ace Attorney. And I think that may have been where I fell in love with the idea. But even then, I didn't start taking classes for voice acting until like a year and a half, 2 years ago. Which is kind of insane to think about at this point. That it's been that long with that much of kind of a progression, that it's taken me that long to kind of grow from there. The running joke of Zeus being the true MVP had me rolling. True. I really liked it. It was really funny. I also just love doing stuff with Kane and Zeus. They're two really good friends, and I'm really lucky to have them. I'm lucky to have two Rangers in action, as fun as them. I am hoping that we can do our Ninja Storm reaction before the year ends. I would very, very, very much like to do the Ninja Storm video before January. And I'm trying to see if we can do that. I don't know if they want to, because I think it would be the third thing that we've done in December if we do, which is insane. I love Matt Mercer on Critical Role. Yeah, he's great. Matt Mercer's just a great guy. Every time I've met him or gotten autographs from him or anything like that, it's always been really, really nice. So always makes me very happy. I wish he still went to MagFest with Marisha Ray, because that's one of the first times I met him. And then I just consistently met him over the years. So that was really nice. I wish he would go back. That way I could also tell him how much of an influence he and the rest of the Critical Role members have been on me. You know, I even went to a seminar with Sam Riegel, where he talked about like voice acting basics and how to get into the industry. And it's so funny because I took this seminar from Sam Riegel, you know, and obviously, as you can imagine, Sam Riegel, very prolific voice actor, very well known in the industry, very well known in directing, and obviously from Critical Role as well. And hearing him talk and say things that weren't new information, that none of the things that he was saying was like new or eye-opening, was actually really like a good feeling, if that makes sense. Because when you work at something for so long, you get kind of like, am I doing the right thing? Am I making the right progress that I want to make? Am I working in the direction that I want to be working into? And then hearing someone that you admire and respect and hope to be like one day, hearing them say like, this is what you have to do, and you're already doing those things, is like, it's nice. It's nice. It's nice to hear it, you know? Especially because it's like, it's all the advice that my friends gave me already too. So it's very much a like, when you hear it once, it's like, okay. When you hear it twice, you're like, okay, that makes sense. And then you hear it the third time. Ooh, excuse me. You'd have fun with Max Gentleman Sexy Business, I think. I don't know what that is. You're gonna have to explain that one to me, Spaz. I've gotta head out. Hey, take care. Have a good rest of your night.
Got a lot of stuff to do before you gotta get to graduation. Yeah. Have a great rest of your night. Bye-bye, and congrats on graduation. Proud of you. What's up, Zoraya? I'm just stopping by to say have a good stream, and I hope everyone's having a great morning, night. I mean, I'm having a pretty good time. No complaints here. And I hope you guys are having fun too. This has been a very like, I definitely wanted to have kind of like a nice chill end to the week, because I know a lot of people, you know, it's been a long week. It's definitely been a long week for a lot of people, and definitely one of those things of like, man, let's just relax a little and have a good time. I think that's a good feeling to have, and good time to just end the week with some chill talk vibes and talk about voice acting and things like that, especially with the new audio roleplay that came out today. That way I can kind of promote that a little bit more and, you know, talk about directions I'm going and hopefully build up some more interest. Yeah. But Zaraya, I appreciate it. Thank you again for coming by. Means a lot. Thank you. Any other questions? Or should I just start picking some random stuff to talk about at this point? Because I'm sure there's a few more topics that I could probably bring up. Body Victorian Tycoon Sim visual novel? What? Wait, that sounds like a crazy combination. Yeah, I've never even heard of it. Wow. Okay. I am unfamiliar with it at the moment. I'm gonna have to wait to find out more. I know a lot of the games that I'm gonna try and be playing more of. Obviously I want to play Animal Crossing more. I don't know if I'm gonna be playing it next week. We might slot it in like towards the end of next week maybe. But I definitely want to play some more Nintendo classics, you know. Christmas season is killing me. If I hear it's time one more time, I'm gonna lose it. What is that from? You're thinking about like, all I want for Christmas is you, baby. One of those, you know. If you're having a bad day and week, just know you're not alone. Love you all. Bye. Yeah, take care. It's all right. Yeah. Oh no, I don't know what you're talking about. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm just enjoying myself out here. When you're coming up with your scripts, do you give Michaela an idea and she writes on it, or is it more she shows the script to you? Both. I would say it's kind of like 30-70 in terms of like I come up with an idea and give it to Michaela, or she just gives me a script idea and throws it at me. I say 30-70 is probably pretty generous to me though, because a lot of the time it's like I'll give Michaela a very brief or a borderline non-existent concept, and I'm like, hey Michaela, does this speak to your muse at all? You know, do you think this is a good idea that you could turn something into this? And it's almost always something like, hey Michaela, I want to do an audio role play with Xander Netherbrand from First Stage Productions. He's an incubus. Can you make it really gay and flirty? And that's it. And then, you know, we ended up with the audio role play that we had last week. I don't think I gave Michaela any prompts for like the Shia one. So yeah, it's kind of just sometimes there will be concepts that I have and then I can throw to Michaela to kind of like come up with. But other times it's kind of just, hey, I like this concept, or I like this person. Can you come up with something that fits the two of us together? And a lot of the time, it's the answer is yes, you know, because you know, but Michaela is just really good at that kind of thing. I saw Narina's name and I was like, Narina does this really well. I'm like, whoa, Narina's my new director. That's crazy. Song is the only Christmas song I think deserves a one-way ticket into the sun. It's so overplayed. I mean, yeah. It's always funny to me when people are like, you're not alone, and then leave. It's like the tuxedo mask meme of, you're not alone, but you haven't done anything. And then it's just the tuxedo mask turn and leave. But you didn't do anything. My work here is done. The intention as well. I like the intention. Ooh. Ooh. The question is, though, do I want to have some ice cream after stream, or do I want to have some popcorn? Because I have both, and I don't know which one I want more. I ate pretty good today. I also had an apple. My dinner was rice, eggs, and vegetables. Did you finish that shake? I threw the rest of it out. You saw the bullshit. I threw the rest of it out. It was like it was starting to taste kind of freezer burnt because I think I kept it for too long. I still had like a quarter of it left, but I had been eating it for like so many days, and I just was like not enjoying it the more it went on. It felt more and more like a chore to eat it, you know what I mean? I really do say that a lot, don't I? You know what I mean? God, I must say that. Like that's gotta be my catchphrase. It's my that's crazy. Which I think is very funny. There's way worse phrases to have as my catchphrase. Thank you, Michaela, we all say in unison. That's an interesting point. I wonder if Michaela would want to answer any question. Michaela, are you still in chat? Michaela, are you here? If not, no worries. Bring Michaela on and just talk to her for like 45 minutes. What flavor of ice cream? I'm a dairy fiend. Oh shit, what was it? Ben & Jerry's half-baked, I think it is. I think I also have milk and cookies. I got whatever the two cheapest on sale ones were. I always do that with my local supermarket because they'll do like, oh yeah, buy one get one free on Ben & Jerry's, or like these two, you know, flavors on clearance because they just weren't popular like this past week. So like, yeah, get them, and I'm like, all right, cool. So I usually just grab whatever's available and cheapest. It's a good time. I'm considering commissioning her for a script, but I have no idea what to even do. I would check to make sure that she's even open, I will say. That's just because she is getting significantly more busy. I had a chocolate dipped cone from Dairy Queen. Does that come with ice cream, or is it literally just the cone? I have to know. Is it just the cone, or is it more than that? That's what I gotta know. I gotta know. Someone's gotta educate this bun. I mean, saying that's crazy isn't that bad. I just keep saying cha instead of just saying yes. Ooh, I like that. Cha? Yeah. Your model looks cute, and for that, I'm subbing. Well, thank you. I do appreciate that. Be warned, though. I will not be looking like this for much longer. For about another 2 months or so is the plan, and then we transition to my new design, which I have revealed on several occasions. But thank you, Brainless. I do appreciate it. We're going from femboy to twunk. Femboy death is real. It's finally happening. It's ice cream dipped in a chocolate shell. Nice. Soft serve with chocolate coating. That does sound pretty good. I do like the chocolate coating part, you know? Yippee! True. Oh, wow. That's a nice model, too. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited. There's been a lot of progress on it recently that has me just genuinely very excited. So I'm very fortunate enough to be looking forward to that. If you have to be an animal, what animal would you be? I mean, bunny is kind of like, I feel like the obvious one. That Starhole, get out. Mods, ban crab gel right now. Mods, destabilize their atoms. He's turning into a himbo. Yeah. That is actually pretty accurate. Oh my goodness gracious. But hi Somni and hi Ava. He's angry about his Starhole. Only Iron Mouse can call me Starhole. And I haven't talked to her since she called me Starhole. I usually get ones when I'm craving chocolate and ice cream, but I don't want chocolate ice cream, so I get soft served with chocolate coating. I think I prefer it that way too. I'm not a big fan of chocolate ice cream myself. I love ice cream, but not chocolate ice cream. I like the toppings you get with it, you know? Man, what a Starhole. Shut up. I can't believe I've been reduced to just a Starhole. Also, who is playing Marvel Rivals tonight?
Buff and Shia are playing Marvel Rivals again. Are they on someone's stream? I swear to God. I swear to God. If they're on someone's stream playing... Are they on Mouse's stream playing Marvel Rivals? They are! I was literally going to be like, man, I want to play some Marvel Rivals. And I'm going to ask them to play. And I think they're probably full up. Yes, they are. Oh, it makes me so sad. I wish I could play with them. Oh, well. Oh, well. It happens to the rest of us. Strawberry ice cream or sorbet? Ooh. Probably strawberry ice cream. I think I prefer ice cream to sorbet. I applaud Michaela's restraint, where I, in her position, I'd constantly be like, hey, Roy, I wrote this script where I peg you for 45 minutes. I don't know how to phrase this. I don't think Michaela nor I would have an issue with doing that, is the thing. You know what I mean? I don't think either of us would have a problem with doing that. I do very much enjoy Michaela's company. I enjoy working with her, everything like that. But I don't know if people would want to hear like smutty audio roleplay from the two of us together. What does side by side make me think I'll have your daughter/son home by 8? What does that mean? I'm like, is the design very nice? Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, guys, if there are no other questions pertaining to audio role plays or, my voice acting, things like that, well, I am going to call it there for tonight. I figure, why don't I just raid into Iron Mouse anyway, since I'm probably going to go play some Marvel Rivals and have some ice cream or something like that, and enjoy myself. So, guys, thank you so much for coming out to tonight's Q&A about the audio roleplay channel and about my voice acting journey thus far. I really appreciate all of the support and everything that you brought tonight. Thank you so much. Let's go send Mouse some hype and some love. Maybe mention something about the star hole. Blame her about the freaking star hole nonsense, you know? Because I'm blaming her. I'm absolutely blaming her. I'm absolutely blaming Mouse for this whole star hole fiasco. And I'm gonna explain to her that everyone keeps calling me star hole. So it's a Roy's star hole raid. There we go. Use that one if you're a sub. Just replace the Roy raid message if you're not a sub. Listen, don't worry about it, okay? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Guys, I will probably be back on Monday. If not on Monday, then new schedule will be out on Monday. So definitely look forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I appreciate you all being here. Good night, everybody. Thank you again. Bye-bye.